Hey, can you hear us? Are we on yet? Okay.
All right.
The York Revolution is on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Onto the track, it is gone! It's gone!
Revs Baseball is brought to you by People's Bank, Wellspan Sports Medicine, Shipley Energy, Maple Donuts, Broadway Transmission, Flying Feet, Dasher Investment Services, York Mitsubishi, Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group, Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, Rudders, Pennsylvania Lottery, PSECU, Kona Ice, York County Bar Association, and by Downtown Inc.
Swing and a deep drive to right field. Watch this one go. He fires. Game over. Base hit. It's a fair ball. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. He slides. He's in. Revs win it.
Now, with the call of today's game, here's the voice of the York Revolution, Darrell Henry.
Good evening, everyone, from People's Bank Park here in downtown York. Welcome to game number 35 of York Revolution Baseball. Tonight, middle game of 3 this weekend as the Revs host the Long Island Ducks, and they go for their first home win against the Ducks, who last night improved to 4-0 here at People's Bank Park at the Revs' expense. The Revs trying to snap a couple of streaks here as the calendar turns to June. Hi again, everybody. Darrell Henry alongside Brett Petrek. Welcome to Revs Baseball here on this June the 1st, and hopefully it brings a much better month than May did for the Revs. Don't let the door hit you on the way out, May, as that month ended last night. And the Revs tonight trying to snap a 6-game skid, Brett. It's their second of the young season, 11-23 coming in. And again, it's not an easy stretch. They're trying to get right against the team with the league's best record at 22-11, the Long Island Ducks.
I know, and you look at what they've been able to do here at People's Bank Park, and it is impressive, but they are, as we said, the best team in the league right now. The Revs just looking for a get-right game. We talked about last night possibly being that. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, but still a chance to win the series here, and really that's all you ask for at this point. Things haven't been great, but another solid starter on the mound in Dan Miner. Granted, we're going against who you believe will be the pitcher of the month. I don't know if that was announced yet or not, but Sean Nolan is one of the top arms in this league. But we saw what happened when Buddy Bauman came in here with the league's second-best ERA. It can happen. It can definitely happen. So looking forward to calling this one with you. We got ice cream. We really can't ask for anything more pregame, but the ice cream, the Rita's got some pizza. It's a good Saturday here, always starting off right in the booth.
Well, how about the way your Saturday started with hot dogs for breakfast at our live Central PA Game Day show? That must have been fun.
Yeah, that was cool. It felt like a good old tailgate there, eating hot dogs at 9 a.m., but great hospitality from our buddy Brian Winograd over at Brooks Huff Tire in Manchester. Me and Steve had a great time as we wrap up what has been an extremely fun high school sports season. It's been great to be able to talk about that and cover it with Steve all year and the crew. It's a lot of fun, but again, it takes a guy that wants to get involved like Brian to let us come in, and we're happy to do that anytime in our little community tour throughout the spring.
Well, we'll talk with Mace about last night's game coming up, but it's kind of been a different thing every night for the Revs here recently. And last night they got the 2-run homer from Henry Castillo, but nothing else. There were so many on-base opportunities, men in scoring position, and just could not cash in. 10 left on base, and then late in the game, a couple of insurance runs that some sloppy play led to that Long Island took advantage of. And earlier in the game, even before that, thought Matt Grimes was throwing well, but probably fell into a little frustration in the fourth inning after not getting a call, and it turned into 3 runs for Long Island.
And again, another tough inning that you want to eliminate. There's been those big run innings for Matt, but this time I look back at it to kind of watch the game. I went back onto our YouTube feed and look at some of those pitches, and I mean they are the closest I've seen all year to not being called strikes that were in the zone. So I can understand his frustration. We were 2 strikes out of it. Really, we had the 1 against Washington, 2 against Washington, if you think about it. And that extended the inning. Then there's the hit, stolen base, RBI single, then the 2-run homer, and an inning that really should have been over on a couple great pitches from Matt. So I understand his frustration, but his ERA reflects how well he's been pitching. Even though he hasn't been able to pick up the wins, he's still been one of the best starters in the whole entire league.
Well, today was the day that rosters had to get down to 25 active, neither team making any significant moves for the Revs. The last 2 starting pitchers, the last 2 games, have been placed on the temporarily inactive list, so an active roster of 25 heading into play tonight, and it will be Dan Miner making the start in this one for the Revs. 2-2 with a 4.01 ERA. Left-hander Sean Nolan goes for Long Island 4-0 with an ERA of 1.20 coming in to play here tonight. We'll take a timeout here in the pregame. It's another beautiful night. No clouds in the sky. We'll have fireworks later on this evening, and the Revs trying to get back into the win column. We'll talk with Mace on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report coming up, and then first pitch tonight set for 6:30 here in downtown York on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
You've been waiting all year for it. Not your summer vacation or winning the lottery, but you'll hit the jackpot just the same on National Donut Day, Friday, June 7th at Maple Donuts, because every customer will receive a free donut. The hardest decision, which one of the 58 tasty varieties of donuts you want. Cream, custard, jelly, or peanut butter filled, or maybe one of Maple Donuts' famous glazed. It's your choice, free on National Donut Day, Friday, June 7th at Maple Donuts.
Maple Donuts taste right.
Your local York County Napa Auto Care Centers have the Napa know-how to fix your vehicle right the first time. They've also partnered with Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK for the Salute to Veterans Spotlight Series, airing throughout the York Revolution season. Show your appreciation to those who've served our nation and nominate one of our great local veterans today. All selected veterans will be recognized on radio and receive 4 free tickets to a Revs game, plus 2 tickets to the 2019 Atlantic League All-Star Game at Peoples Bank Park. To nominate, simply call the Revs at 717-801-HITS or email WOYK at info@WOYK1350.com or look for our Facebook posts with a link to the submission form. Your local York County Napa Auto Care Centers know how to care about veterans.
Your next haircut now has a shortcut. Introducing the Sport Clips Haircuts app. That's right, now the cut you want is just a tap away. Just download the app, check in at your neighborhood Sport Clips, and choose your Guy Smart stylist, and you're done. We'll text you when your stylist is almost ready. Then head to Sport Clips for a championship haircut experience. It's home field advantage for your hair. No appointment needed. Just download the Sport Clips app and check in. And don't forget a beard trim. Sport Clips. You choose the cut, we cut the weight.
Are you on your way to work right now? Trudging along, heading to the same job you're just not too enthused about any longer? Hearing this ad might just mean it's your lucky day. Give your career a reboot with the York Post Office. The York Post Office is now hiring rural mail carriers. Work in a fast-paced, dynamic environment. Hiring for non-career positions with career eligibility. Starting at $17.78 per hour with all eligible for health benefits. Suitable vehicle for delivery is required on some routes. Get your foot in the door on a new career today. Apply online at USPS.com.
Cannonball Charlie's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for the latest on your York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Now, here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
All right, Mace. Well, last night, a tough one for the offense and runners in scoring position and all of that stuff. Is there anything approach-wise that you can put your finger on after last night's game? Is it kind of an ongoing problem in your mind?
Well, I mean, I think it was just pressing, really. We've lost some games in a row now. I think 5 coming into last night. So I think guys are just trying to do too much. I mean, we had runners on base and plenty of opportunity. We just we couldn't get the big hit. I mean, Henry hit the 2-run homer, but overall, I think when I looked at the box, we hit collectively with 23 guys out there with a chance to get some runs in, and we just weren't able to do it.
Defensively, is there some of that also where guys trying to make the great play and then don't make the routine one?
I think so. I think that's part of it. I also think that sometimes when the ball is hit to you after you've just had a tough at bat or made the last out with guys on base, sometimes you carry that into the field, and next thing you know, you have a ball coming at you and you're not totally ready to play defense at that point. And it's not excuses. It's part of being professional is you got to be able to basically, if I can't get a hit, I'm not going to let you get one either, or I'm not going to let you get extra bases. It has to be a mindset that we talk about all the time. But you can do as much damage with your glove to another team as you can with your bat. So you watch some of the great plays that get made defensively sometimes against us, a lot of times, where guys are taking hits away all the time, because it's hard to get base hits, and players are like, you know what, if somebody's going to make a great play on me, I'm going to make it back. And I think that has to be the mindset.
Matt Grimes last night, it was really one inning, most of the damage for the second straight start. Did he fall into a trap of being frustrated with not getting a call?
I would say so, and I think Matt would agree with that. I think with 2 outs, he might have, he thought he had a strike 3 call that we didn't get, and then that resulted in a walk, and then that was then a stolen base by the same guy, and then a base hit that actually brought a run in. So the guy that walked ended up scoring with 2 outs, and then I think the frustration even mounted more, and next thing you know, you have a 2-run homer right behind that. So there's 3 runs with 2 out and nobody on, and I just think I just think that might be a little lack of focus there. You have to tip your cap to their players that actually they hit the ball. Just because you miss a spot or you're not focused doesn't mean it's going to be a home run. So you got to tip your cap to them too. But I think the fact is that you're not 100% mentally focused at that point because you are frustrated or upset or mad or whatever term you want to use there. But and we've seen that several times so far this season, where we've had 2 out and nobody on. In Sugar Land, that turned into 5 runs. Last night it turned into 3 runs. It's turned into runs on other nights too. But when you have 2 out and nobody on base, you should be able to put a 0 up there. You should. There's going to be the rare exception where maybe a guy gets you for a home run or a double and then a single right behind it. But, the majority of the time, 2 out, nobody on, that should be a 0.
No doubt it's been a frustrating stretch, and you went out last night after they overturned the one play. Did you expect the frustration to lead to your departure, or not so much when you went out there?
Well, I flipped the lineup card to Fletch in the dugout before I even walked out there, so my plan was not to go back to the dugout, but I just think that was a bad overturn. I really thought it was. What the call that got overturned was overturned by guys that were 110 feet from home plate. So whatever the reason was about somebody heard a sound or whatever, you're at home plate, you're right there. The call that was made was that it wasn't a foul ball or off anybody's foot or whatever. So the play was made. I thought the play should stand, that it should stand. But, it turned out to be an out anyway. But, I just think that's a play right there where an umpire does not have to ask for help. And that's his call, and he just has to say, you know what, that's my call. I got it all the way, and that's it.
Well, tonight you've got Alexi back in there, Dent not yet. Are any of these dings and nicks getting a little bit better?
Well, Ryan is coming along. He might need another day or so. Skelton took a really bad foul ball off the shin last night. His leg looked like a telephone pole when we came in here with a foot attached to it. So he was pretty swollen last night. It looks better today, but I'm sure he's going to need probably tomorrow too. It's going to be my guess, especially with a day game. But Lexi is still not at 100% either, but he wants to play and he wants to give it a shot, so we'll let him do that. And other than that, that's pretty much, we have 11 position players, so we're battling through some things right now, but we're okay though.
All right, guys, thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, Revs manager Mark Mason on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. We're going to listen in tonight. Have the Central York Middle School Fife and Drum Corps coming in to perform our national anthem here tonight. Central York Middle School Fife and Drum Corps performing all the way out there in center field. They came in through the center field gate to perform. Saw them performing along Brooks Robinson Plaza before the game as well. And the Field of Dreams team from York Little League out on the field with the Revs tonight. That's my old stomping grounds, Brett. Proud alum of York Little League myself.
There you go. Coach Matt Hunter here.
Got some Spartan fans in the house tonight, too. Head coach Matt Hunter, his family here tonight, stopping by the booth. And big crowd on hand here on this Saturday night as the Revs get back at it. The The drums that we're hearing in center field right now may not be the only banging that we hear from out that direction tonight, Brett. We have the Car Smash from Auto Plus. Fans that make a $5 donation to Community Aid can take 5 swings at that. Well, what model is it?
It's a Ford Explorer out there. It was in right center field. The windows are already blown out. I did some damage to it earlier. Gave it a nice couple hits, but you can really bang that thing up over there. $5. All of it gets donated to Community Aid, brought to you by our friends at Auto Plus, who are also here enjoying the game. So really cool sponsorship from them. I think that it might be a little tough if you're a pitcher, if you hear some of that banging during the game, but that's not my place to call it. I've never been in that situation, but
we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out.
So it was really that loud?
It was loud earlier. When it's quiet in here, you gotta, hopefully the fans make it loud and proud so we don't have to worry about it, but it was loud earlier. Also, if it home run hits that thing out there, there's 2 targets on it. There's one on the side of it in the front, but I think if a ball just strikes that car out there, all the fans here today will get a free hot dog. Henry hit one almost to that spot last night. Don't know if it would have been quite as deep. It might have hit it on the bounce, but he hit it over the PSECU sign, and then back in that game against Southern Maryland, one of those 2 home run games he had this year, he hit one over the car and under the Shipley Energy sign. So he is my early pick, although we'll have to do it from the right side of the plate if it's going to be off of Nolan.
Well, your day started with hot dogs. It could end with hot dogs.
Oh, man. We're really getting on this hot dog thing. Yeah, I ate 9 a.m. hot dogs today, if there was any question about it.
Takes you back to college, huh?
Oh, boy. Yeah, hot dogs, ramen noodles, and, lots of beer,
Yeah.
if I'm being honest. If there's one thing I owe the listeners, it's being honest.
Well, just about set to go tonight. Dan Miner going through his warm-ups. The Ducks lineup brought to you by Flying Feet. Matt Dendecker will lead things off in center field. Steve Lombardozzi, the shortstop, hits second. LJ Mazzilli at second base, batting third. Kirk Neuenhuis in right field will hit cleanup. Lou Ford, the designated hitter, bats fifth. David Washington at first base is hitting sixth. Ramon Cabrera will do the catching and bat seventh. Daniel Fields in left is batting eighth. And Rando Moreno at third base hits ninth. Again, Dendecker, Lombardozzi, Mazzilli, Neuenhuis, Ford, Washington, Cabrera, Fields, and Moreno for the Ducks. And that lineup facing Dan Miner, who is set to go. And our Dasher Investment Services first pitch tonight is just inside. We are underway. 6:32 start time this evening. Miner with the 1-0. And a chopper to first. One big hop to Telvin Nash. He gloves it, tiptoes to the bag, and very quickly, there is one away to start the night.
We had 4 or 5 3 unassisted plays last night, and again, looking at our first play from Telvin Nash.
Weather tonight brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Clear skies, fair skies, whatever you want to call it. Not bright sunshine, but clear and 86 degrees. Here is Steve Lombardozzi. Pitch from Miner. It is a called strike outside corner, and I hear that car getting beaten to smithereens out there.
I told you.
There's the wind, the 0-1. And it's on the inside corner for a called strike. Our plate ump tonight, Doug McFarling. Bill Worthington at first, Tom Gandolfo, who told Mace he was not going to throw him out of the game last night. He is at third. The 0-2. It is up and in. Just missed. And the bangs of the car are coming right when I'm expecting to hear the catcher's mitt. We're hearing that instead.
It'll mess with you a little bit.
On the wind, the 1-2. And a swing and a foul back into the upper deck.
It's like they're timing it out there. Trying to throw the hitter off.
Maybe it's like that guy that bangs the drum in Oakland.
Could be.
Or in Cleveland in the upper deck. Another 1-2. And it's down and in. They are definitely trying to do that.
And I love every second of it. It's a unique night here at People's Bank Park, and we'll use every advantage we can to try to throw off these Duck hitters.
Top half only, please. The 2-2. Swinging a ground ball at third. Diving stop. Coronado to the line. He bounces the throw, and it's going to be late. Lombardozzi, who runs well, beats it out. It's an infield hit. He now has an 11-game hitting streak and a 20-game on-base streak. Coronado, a great play just to get to it, diving to the backhand, but then a 2-bounce throw to first was too late.
And not only is he a good runner, Lombardozzi, but switch hitter batting from the left side already has a good jump out of the box. That would have to be a rocket to get up and fire that one, but a great stop from Nate there. Going down the line, you never know if that could have been extra bases the way it was hit.
A one-out base runner for LJ Mazzilli. First pitch is foul tipped straight to the backstop. Mazzilli at 323 entering tonight, a home run, 14 driven in. Got a sac fly last night for his 14th ribby. Minor coming into this one is 2-2, 4.01 ERA. Tonight's start number 6, appearance number 7. Now holds it, delivers, and just missed. Down and away, he tilts his head, wanting it. Revs are in the black jerseys tonight with the silver numbers and letters. Long Island traditional road gray this evening. Minor 24 2/3 innings, 26 hits, only 4 walks, 29 Ks. Pitch, swinging a bouncer to third. Coronado in the second hop. He's got it. Only has one play, and the throw to first gets away. And Lombardozzi will go to third. Nash over toward the Revs dugout to pick it up. Should have been out number 2. Instead, it's first and third with 1 out. And they're going to call Telvin Nash for the error there for not catching it. Coronado, he only had 1 play, and he took his time throwing to first. And I'm not sure, did Nash go for like a sweep tag there? Did he have to come off in front of the bag? It hit off his glove.
Yeah, he did. The throw was towards the line, a little bit off the left, and he had to try to do the sweep tag and just did it a little too quickly, bounced off his glove. Coronado did make the right read, though. We saw him before in the series. Might have been actually against Long Island, try to make that play and force the double play, but that was the right throw. Just took him a little bit off the bag, and another tough defensive play for the Revs.
Here's Neuenhuis. He fouls the first one back to the top of the net. Now the Revs will set up to try to turn 2 here. And it's unbelievable how many times recently they've gotten what looks to be a double play ball and it's hit too slowly. And they have only turned 19 on the ground this year while hitting into 35. This would be a great time to turn their 20th. This is the K-Man, the pitch. It is up and away, missing.
And that ball went pretty decently away from Nash, and Mazzilli didn't go. He would have had a decent shot to make it to second, but just didn't read the play well. This could bode well if Neuenhuis puts it on the ground. Neuenhuis, say a little bit of an above-average runner in right field, has some steals this year, covers a lot of ground from what we see.
Now the 1-1 swing, he was fooled, breaking ball. Went a little over halfway around, clearly offered out at 1-2. A strikeout would be big as well for multiple reasons. Lou Ford is on deck. They put him back in the lineup tonight, DHing. So if you don't get the double play, that's who you would deal with next. Here's the stretch. And the 1-2. Swing and a drive the other way in left. Trapp is back, has to play it off the Wellspan health sign on the big wall. He'll fire to second. A run has scored, and Neuenhuis is a dead duck. Casilla chases him back toward first, tags him out in the middle of the baseline. He stopped before he even got to second. He stopped about 15 feet shy of the bag. And Alexi chasing him backward runs him down, but it is an RBI single high off the nemesis in left, and Long Island a 1-0 first inning lead.
That was a great play by Trapp. Obviously the run scores, so you don't love that, but to cut him down at second base, played that perfectly off the wall, and he's got a cannon out there in left field.
Here's Ford now. First pitch taking all the way, and it's just inside. Ford DHing tonight, hitting at 206. He is a player coach. He's their hitting coach. And Mazzilli made it to third. He's there with 2 outs. The 1-0. Breaking ball caught the outside corner. That's a called strike for Minor. Depending on what happens here, that run could end up being unearned. The error put Lombardozzi all the way to third. 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball, slap to second. Alexi lines it up. Gloves, sidearm over to first, and that'll end the inning. But the first run of the night does cross. It comes on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left. We've played a half inning tonight. It's the Ducks 1 and the Revs coming up.
Are you one of the many people that has a 401k that is eligible to roll over, but you just haven't done it yet? Maybe you're not sure where was the best place to put it. I'm Tom Dasher of Tom Dasher Investment Services. I specialize in helping you getting your 401k and IRA money parked in the best place for you. So if you haven't rolled your 401k yet, or if you're not satisfied with your IRA, call me for a consultation at 487-2096. That's 487-2096. And check out my website at tomdasher.com.
April showers means May flowers. As spring blooms and lawns are growing, so are we at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Our team at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care is growing, and we're seeking qualified candidates to grow with us. Join our world-class team-based environment and get your foot on the lawn of a new career with the leading provider of lawn care, tree care, and landscaping services in York, Adams, and Cumberland counties. Be part of our team. Find out more at heritagelawnandlandscape.com.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
The York Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
One 1-0 Long Island as the Revs come to bat against lefty Sean Nolan. We have Gareth Hissong in the booth with us from our high school football coverage, and we did not warn him about Cannonball Charlie between innings.
That's always fun. I wasn't looking, though. I totally forgot.
I did, too.
We try to get someone in the booth every time, whether it be someone from the opposing team or a new employee here with the Revs, but I missed that opportunity.
Now the Revs coming up. Lineup brought to you by Flying Feed. JP Sportman will lead off in center. Alexi Casilla at second base. Malky Mesa, the DH, will hit third. Talbot Nash, first baseman, cleaning up. Isaias Tejeda will catch and hit fifth. Wellington Dotel in right field batting sixth. Here's the first one to Sportman. He takes down low. And the final 3 tonight, Henry Castillo at short, Nate Coronado at third, Justin Trapp is in left. A Sportman who had a base hit last night, hitting .227. Pitch, swing, and a deep drive down the line in left field. It is off the nemesis, and it bounces away from Fields. Sportman trying for 3, throw to third, he dives, and he is tagged out. He tried to go all the way to third for a leadoff triple. And a ball down the line and left. It hit halfway up the nemesis, right down the line. Bounced back toward third, away from Fields. But once he chased it down toward the infield, he had a very short throw to make.
It was like an infielder throw from short to third he made there. And a great contact from Sportman to put it there.
Each team with an outfield assist from left in the first inning. Here's Alexi now. First pitch fastball just outside from Nolan. And Sportman trying to, how many times have a Revs runner tried to spark the team? Here's a fastball in for a strike. Tries to make the aggressive play, but he was thrown out by a good bit. A good recovery from Fields as well. Pitch is swung on and missed. Change up down and away. It really carried him far away from him, but once he got to it, he did have a short throw to make. right back toward third base. It bounced. There's the 1-2. Swing and a high fly golf to left field, fairly deep, but Fields is there again, walking toward the corner, couple steps in front of the warning track, and he handles that one.
Oh, Fields is getting his work early.
Revs have put 2 good swings on Nolan, but he's got bases empty, 2 outs, leading at 1-0.
Man.
Now hopefully that doesn't get him settled into a groove right away. Revs got to keep taking swings like that. It's solid contact. And we'll see where it is at the end of the night. Nolan is 4-0 with a 1.20 ERA coming in. Signed in early May. Here's Melky. Breaking ball. It's over for a strike. Nolan, who's from the island, started the year in the White Sox system before being released. On the wind, the 0-1. And a swing and a number past the mound. Nolan chases, goes into a slide, and rolls it away from first base. And against the dugout fence, no, it did go in. It crossed over and went out of play, and Mesa will be awarded second base. It's an infield hit, and you can't even call it a throwing error on Nolan. It's a rolling error. He chased it toward first. He fell down, tried to roll it to Washington, and it was errant. And then he just laid there flat on his back, exasperated with all of that.
Yeah, it might have been a good shuffleboard shot, but not here. Just rolled that thing on the ground. He had no other play. I mean, the way that was hit, the trajectory and the spin, it was going to be a tough play. Melky legging it out. Good hustle from him.
Now Talvin will ask for time. How weird of a start is this?
I don't know.
Some bizarre things going on. We haven't even finished an inning.
Well, it's always good to get this man up, especially with a runner on second.
First pitch is inside. That's a ball. Fastball in the high 80s so far from Nolan. That one at 89. Talvin leading the league with 9 home runs entering play tonight. 267 average. The 1-0. Swing and a rip. Left side. It's a base hit. Polo's going to send Mesa. Fields on it. Fires home. It bounces away, and Mesa slides in. Nash at second. Big turn. Nolan throws behind him, and he goes sliding back. And the Revs have tied it here in the bottom of the first inning. RBI number 23 for Talvin on a line drive base hit to left field.
Like I said, just keep the inning alive, put that man up, and good things will happen. And man, if Fields made that throw, I think he should just take that tape to any team he wants as the best defensive half he's ever had. But glad it didn't work out for us to get that extra run. Gotta love it. Extra base runner, get the run, tie the game up, and as you said, it's weird in here, Daryl, so far.
Man. Well, Cabrera, the catcher, he was squatting there, ready to receive it, and it hopped high and right over him.
Well, he's 5'8". So I guess
maybe he was standing tall and waiting for it.
A little bit of a disadvantage when the ball's going to bounce over you. You don't see that too often. Might have caught Hector Sanchez in the face had he been back there, but for us, Cabrera, we'll take it. And that might get into Nolan's head early, which is good. Not a lot of people have been able to make solid contact, put up runs like this. Obvious. I don't know if it's obvious, but the run may be unearned because of the error.
Cat and mouse game now with Tejeda, who asked for time, is not granted it. And the pitch is called, I guess, a ball. And he and Nolan having some issues on timing. Nolan tried to quick pitch him then. Here's the 1-0. And it's a fastball for a strike.
Intense stare down from those two.
Tejeda was in, Nolan wasn't ready, so he backed out. And then he wasn't ready. 1-1. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Pulled over the stands and out onto Arch Street in left.
He crushed that thing just a little bit early.
Tejeda entering the night 5th in the league in hitting at .326. Still looking for that first home run. Revs have tied it up. The stretch, the 1-2. Swing and a high fly, right field at shallow. Neuenhuis coming over toward the line. and he's there to put it away. But the Revs have tied it up with a run on 3 hits in the first inning. Again, they leave an inning feeling they could have had more, but they do answer. 1 error and 1 left. 1-1 game at the end of 1 inning tonight.
Which is better? Getting the perfect set, the perfect approach, and powering through the ball with the perfect hit? Or reading the hitter, moving to the ball, and making the perfect dig? Flying Feet knows the answer. It all depends on which side of the net you're on.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes is Central PA's home court for volleyball, featuring the names that know the game, including Asics and Mizuno. Flying Feet offers volleyball spandex and shorts and the best selection of knee pads around. And Flying Feet is your ankle support connection, featuring Active Ankle, Ultra Ankle, and Zamps, providing engineered precision support. And because volleyball isn't just for the gym, Flying Feet carries a great selection of indoor and outdoor balls and sand socks for working it out on the beach or in the backyard. Flying Feet Sports Shoes, the sportswear specialty store without specialty store prices.
Flying Feet.
1511 Melrose Avenue, just off exit 18 of I-83, next to Battery Warehouse.
With the new Express Sports football and car racing from the Pennsylvania Lottery, you can play your favorite sports at participating retailers, bars, and restaurants. Make your picks on your play slip, like touchdown pass on the 3rd play, or the first 3 cars to cross the finish line, and watch the fast-paced lifelike action on the big screen. With drawings for cash prizes every 5 minutes, there's never a dull moment. Come on. Yes!
Express Sports from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Compete from your seat. Players must be 18 or older. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
You're on York's home for Sixers basketball. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Start the second inning. It's a 1-1 game. Dan Miner's first pitch is inside on David Washington, who leads things off. The Revs maybe could have had more than 1 run. Sportman thrown out on the leadoff double. Here's a swing at a high drive, deep center. Sportman will chase this. Onto the track, out of room, it's gone. It clears the batter's eye in dead center field. And David Washington has just tied Telvin Nash for the league lead in home runs. It's his 9th. He has now hit 2 of them against Miner this season, the other one in Central Islip. And the Ducks back on top, 2-1.
That was a shot. I mean, that's a tough place to clear. Got all that one, and it's the kind of guy Washington is. It's feast or famine. A guy that struck out almost 50% of his at-bats, but also now tied the league in home runs.
Here's Cabrera. He swings, fouls it away, left side. That batter's eye in center has 3 sections to it. He hit it over the middle of the right section. 405 plus.
And not many people will say that that was lucky.
Here's a pop-up. At third, it's Coronado moving in. Onto the infield grass, makes the 2-hand grab. So Cabrera retired quickly. That is out number 1. The early runs, not normal against Miner. Coming into this start, his first 5 starts, he'd allowed a combined 1 earned run in the first 3 innings of all of those 5 starts. So 15 innings total, 5 times 3. 1 earned run, but so far 2 tonight. Now here's Daniel Fields as he backs away. First pitch inside on the lefty. Fields hitting at 206. Does have 5 homers though himself. The 1-0 and a swing and a miss. Change up from Dan.
A wind blowing straight out here. Not a ton of it, but as you look at the American flag out there in right center field, blowing straight back.
The 1-1. Swinging a ground ball the other way past the dive of Coronado, and it finds the hole. He was off the line with the lefty up, laid out to his left, but right on by and into left field. The Ducks with their 4th base hit.
And you got to hope he didn't fall on his hand there. It took a little bit of an awkward slide, and he's still down, Nate Coronado.
Jeez.
Well, Chung and Mace will come out and look at him. Guy that's given the body up a lot to get dirty and try to block the ball. Hopefully he didn't get caught with that wrist underneath of him.
Man. Well, they're looking right at a hand or a finger even. And let's go ahead and on our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report, we'll just start with the infield. Castillo playing with a hip flexor. Casilla playing with a jammed thumb. Skelton not in tonight because he took a foul off his shin last night, and he might need tomorrow off as well. Dent might still need tomorrow off. And the knee is better, but now dealing with a wrist. And Coronado will stay in, but that's just the infield that we're mentioning there. And I guess add something for Coronado, and maybe got that wrist bent back a little bit. The way he's flexing it and holding it as Chong and Mace do both head back to the dugout now.
I mean, when you look at that, you know, who really do you have to put in the game as far as position player-wise?
That would be none.
You're trying to rest those guys, and the two guys on the bench are both dealing injuries with themselves.
There's Rando Moreno, who bounces a foul over by the Revs dugout.
I think it was on his glove hand. Granted, you don't want to see him hurt either way on either of his hands, but you know, if it had to be an arm, you'd pick the non-throwing arm, I feel like, most of the time.
Minor the stretch. And the 0-1. That's down low. He has been taking that glove off in between pitches, looking at the left wrist. Moreno hitting 193. But he is 5 for 14 against York. Pitch from Minor, swinging a liner the other way in left field. Trapp got turned around, now backs up, jumps up, can't make the grab. It one hops the wall. He'll fire toward third, but in standing ahead of it is Fields. Moreno makes it to second base, and it's going to be a double the other way, right over the head of Trapp, who got caught in between a little bit and then tried to jump up but couldn't haul it in. Second and third with one out. The Ducks off to a hot start tonight. Their 5th base hit, the first time through the order.
This guy's been a problem too. These top two guys of the lineup, Den Decker and Steve Lombardozzi, both had good amounts of success against the Revs so far early in the year.
This is Den Decker. First pitch. It is right in for a strike, a slider from Minor.
Coronado's the only one that's really in. He's a couple steps back. Now we'll go to normal depth, about aligned with the third base bag. Everyone else back. We'll concede the run for the out.
2-1 Long Island. The 0-1. And a swing and a pop straight up. Tejeda off with the mask. Moving out in front of the plate. Now Nash coming down from first calls him off. And most of the way into home plate. In foul territory, Telvin makes the play. That was developing to be a very difficult angle for Tejeda. And Nash is there to calmly handle things.
That's good awareness to track the ball from Telvin, knowing that play and watching Tejeda down there. That ball was going away from him. Much easier angle from Telvin coming in. That's big out for Dan. See if he can strand both these runners.
2 down now. Here is Steve Lombardozzi. Infield hit and a run in the first. First pitch, fastball, right in for a strike. Lombardozzi extending his hitting streak to 11 and his on-base streak to 20 with that first inning knock. Now hitting .311 overall. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a drive deep right field. Dotel back toward Cannonball Charlie, and it's gone way out of here onto the top of the lawn in deep right center. And Steve Lombardozzi with a 3-run homer. It's a 4-run inning with 2 long balls in it, and just like that, it's 5-1. His second home run all season. Yeah, he continues to torment the Revs.
13 for 28 now for Lombardozzi. It's not 500, but real close.
Here's L.J. Mazzilli, who takes a first pitch strike. Now the Revs in a hole early tonight. Here's the 0-1, and a fastball misses high. He's just the third and fourth home runs given up by Minor. He had only allowed 2 coming in, but 2 this inning now. Pitch, swinging a ground ball, smack toward third and foul. Past Coronado's backhand attempt. It is a strike, foul. Trapp will go get it from the corner, 1-2. The Ducks have now hit 12 home runs their last 7 games. There's the wind, the pitch. Breaking ball misses outside. Lombardozzi, not a huge power guy, just an all-around very good hitter. Pitch is down and away. That just missed. Slider just off the corner. Full count now to Mazzilli. Reached on an error his first time up. A Minor the wind and the pitch. Swinging a foul off to the first base side roof.
I mean, we've seen Steve Lombardozzi do about everything you want from a good baseball player here against us, whether it be the home run, the defense. He's executing hits and runs. He's stealing bases. He's walking. He's been a pest.
And now a ball missing in the dirt. So Mazzilli follows with a walk. Something we don't see many of from Minor. That is just his 5th walk here in start number 6.
You got to be careful with this man coming up too. Kirk Neuenhuis, guy looking to hit it deep every single time he comes up to the plate. You want to limit any more damage.
Does not get cheated on his swings.
No, that's for sure. A lot of forearm work done by him.
Drove a single off the nemesis the other way in the first inning, and he swings here and chips a foul back. 5-1 Long Island here in the second inning tonight. On the stretch. And the 0-1 breaking ball, that's in there, called strike 2. This is the most runs that Minor's allowed in any start, earned runs anyway.
And I know he's a strike thrower, but this pitch shouldn't be anywhere close to the zone. The way Neuenhuis swings.
There's the 0-2. And a swing and a miss. He went down out of the zone with the changeup. And Moz sticks are salvaged to end the inning. But 4 runs score on 4 hits, including 2 home runs, and 1 man left. We go to the bottom half of the second inning. Revs down early. It is 5-1.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Mom and Dad, add your little baseball fan to the York Revolution roster with a Rookie Revs membership presented by People's Bank. Memberships include 6 ticket vouchers, behind-the-scenes tours, an exclusive team autograph session, plus a Rookie Revs backpack and more. All that for just $27. It's kid-sized Revs time. Rookie Revs memberships presented by People's Bank. Details at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
Wealth is the ability to feed 100 stray dogs.
Turn empty parking lots into playgrounds.
Watch your child walk down the aisle.
As Henry David Thoreau once said, wealth is the ability to fully experience life. At Smith Wealth Advisory Group, we help our clients identify their ambitions, dreams, and financial goals and develop actionable plans to pursue their passions and interests. Let our wealth of knowledge about wealth help you fully experience life. Visit us at smithwealthadvisory.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Catch the Revs all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Bottom of of the second, and the Revs in an early hole tonight, 5-1. Dotel leads off. He takes a strike from Nolan, who has been given some early comfort by his team's offense. Lights coming on here, the 0-1. Breaking ball, swatted at foul. It's fought off over toward the Revs dugout. Coronado due up third this inning, does have a helmet and a bat in hand. Nods his head yes to Mace that he can do it with that left hand. 0-2, and it misses upstairs at 90 on the gun.
If you had to pick a pitcher to play third base, who would you pick? It's a question you don't think about, but...
Yeah. Oh, man.
To rule out the lefties.
Pitch is grounded to second base. Coming up is Mazzilli, gloves, and tosses over to first for the out. Well, this is bad that my mind goes here, but the first three names that I think of were all really, really good third basemen in college, but none of them are still here, so that doesn't help. Joe Van Meter, John DeMarty, and Chris Dula from last year is an All-American third baseman. Here is Henry Castillo. Well, let's see. First pitch is fouled against the net. Everybody thinks Pat Young is a converted outfielder, which he says he's not.
Well, Baseball Reference says he is too.
Yeah.
So maybe a different Pat Young.
Now the 0-1 to Castillo, swing and a miss. He chased, breaking ball that kept running in on him.
Well, Wellington started a game at third base last year.
Yes, he
when
did.
Things got real bad with the injury bug.
Yes, he did.
I feel like it might be a little easier for a pitcher to play left field in that scenario, right?
Yeah, I would think. There's the 0-2. That's way inside.
But Coronado looks healthy, taking some hacks, so not something we have to worry about.
Hope not. Did see Dent run into the clubhouse. I don't know if he's getting ready just in case or not. Pitch, that's down low, 2-2. Nolan a little spin on the finish. A little off balance. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Castillo, who homered last night, his 6th. Got him to 21 RBIs. The Revs, the only team in the league with 3 at 21 or more. 2-2. Swing and a line drive, base hit center field. This time he shoots a hard single right back up the middle. The Revs are also the league's only team with 3 in the league's top 10 in RBIs, and it is Castillo, Mesa, and Nash who's 1 in front of Castillo and Mesa. Here is Coronado now. Revs now have 4 base hits. Trail 5-1 though. First pitch, that's down low. Coronado trying to get going again. He was hot to begin the year. It's been a really tough last 2-3 weeks for him. He's at 214 coming in tonight. Trying to snap out of an 0-for-11 the last 4. Pitch is just outside. Banging up your wrist won't help. Sorry, Brad.
No, you're good. Just saying he's doing a good job taking some pitches here, working early in the count. And yeah, falling on your wrist, not that great as far as holding the bat's concerned.
2-0. And he watches it in there for a strike. Certainly doesn't make it any easier. Something that they already say is the toughest thing to do in sports. Hit a moving baseball. Nolan ready. The 2-1. And a ground ball sharply to third, but right at Moreno. Goes to second for 1, and they turn the double play. It is the 41st double play hit into by the Revs this season here in game number 35. Around the horn, 5-4-3. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. We go to the third. It is 5-1 Long Island.
Want to give your child the best birthday ever without hosting, planning, or cleanup work? Book a York Revolution birthday party at Peoples Bank Park. Parties include 2 hours of all-you-can-eat Kessler's hot dogs and pizza, goodie bags for all guests, and Penn State Children's Hospital playground wristbands. The birthday child gets a custom Revs jersey and throws out a first pitch, and the whole crowd sings Happy Birthday before the party enjoys a customized Revs birthday cake. Birthdays at a Revs game. Best birthday ever. Details at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
Image 360 York is your choice for graphics that enhance, signage that works, and displays that inform. Everything from color change car wraps to vehicle wraps for your entire fleet, custom window graphic, decals and lettering, interior signage graphics and displays. Don't replace when you can reface. Call Rob and his team at 717-757-4909. That's 757-4909. Or order online at image360.com/YorkPA. It's fast, affordable, and convenient. Image 360, 2260 Industrial Highway in York.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Start the third, 5-1 Long Island. First pitch to Lou Ford, misses high. Ford leading things off here in the third. He grounded out to second base his first time up. 1-0, and he lines one down the line and left, and just fouled. Just a little early on it. Flirting with extra bases to start this inning. And he was a player coach for Kevin Baez, who's now managing in the Can-Am League in Rockland. And now Ford, player coach for the new regime, the new era on the island, with Wally Backman taking over.
It's been a good era so far for them.
Yeah. 22-11 coming in tonight. Pitch, swing and a miss. He chased a changeup down in the dirt.
Wally called all of his New York Mets fans, or friends I should say, between himself and Den Decker and Neuenhuis and every other Met you could think of.
Swinging a pop-up. Nash at first, ranging back. Casilla over from second, calls him off, and out into shallow right field, puts it away. Wally had managed the AAA level in the Mets system in Vegas. And I see on social media a lot of Mets fans clamoring for him to manage the Major League club these days.
Well, yeah, they could use it. That'd be quite the story. If you have players make it to the majors, how about managers?
Here's David Washington, who takes low, a changeup.
Have you heard of that before?
Oh, he put me on the spot. I don't think so. I don't believe so. Here's the 1-0. Fastball, it's a called strike. You had Butch Hobson, who previously managed in the majors.
Right, that's one thing, but to go up from this league and to make it in the majors. Be interesting, I would think.
Cannot think of one. Here's a drive deep right center again. Sportman back, and it is up onto the top of the lawn, and it bounces over the fencing onto the basketball courts and maybe down the alley. And David Washington with a titanic shot, his second of the night. It is 6-1.
Well, first one was impressive. That one even further, under the Mid-Atlantic sign. Guys having a day now. Your official league leader in home runs with 10. Well, haven't seen Minor get hit around like this since he's been here, but it's been tough today. Hit number 8 for the Ducks.
Here's Ramon Cabrera, who takes low. Just right of the batter's eye and onto the back of the lawn. The kid's trying to get somebody to throw it back into them. 1-0, and it's bounced foul, first base side.
I had car distance out there, so he pulled it a little bit to the right.
Third home run for Long Island in the first 3 innings tonight. Pitch. That misses down and away. A changeup. Minor coming in had allowed 3 earned runs or fewer in every start. He fires. Lined the other way, foul. And somebody in the Ducks bullpen goes tumbling onto the warning track dirt to dive out of the way.
Alexis Candelario. But he made, I don't know if he caught that one or if he made contact with it, because there's a mother and young child there. They got the ball back. Looks like it didn't cause any damage. Didn't know if it hit a seat, but
wow,
quite the frightening play. Matrix moves from Candelario over there. But everyone's okay. He smoked that thing.
2-2 now on the hitter. Pitch. Breaking ball down and in. Count goes full.
Someone's going to town out there on the car.
They sure are. They're working on the hood right now. And the pitch. And a line drive to center field. Sportman in. It's down in front of him for a base hit. Cabrera rips a single back up the middle. Long Island with their 8th hit. Minor coming into this when he had taken a shutout into the 4th inning in each of his last 3 starts, 4 out of his 5 total. And we mentioned just 1 earned run in the first 3 innings of any of his starts this season, but the Ducks have been dialed in early tonight. Here's Daniel Fields. First pitch, he swings, hits one high and deep right center. Sportman and Dotel both back. It is gone. Long Island with their 4th home run, back-to-back innings with 2 homers apiece. And Daniel Fields with a 2-run shot to the lawn in right center, and it is 8-1.
That's brutal. Fields with 4 hits against the Revs this year. Well, 5 now with the single. 4 of them have been long balls.
Now Rando Moreno, who doubled and scored last inning. First pitch is in for a strike. That is the most home runs by an opponent in a game this year. Here's a swing and a looper foul into the stands, third base side.
Well, there's something to cheer about. Nice little reach and grab from a fan there, down the left field line. But, yeah, we're only in the 3rd inning, too.
0-2. And it's up high. He lays off. Long Island a season high for themselves with 4 home runs.
Oh, it's gut check time.
Pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase in the dirt. Tejeda steps out in front, makes the throw to first. That is out number 2. I just saw Minor look down at his hand. I hope he's not dealing with some sort of blister issue or something.
Yeah, I hope not.
We go to the top of the order, and Matt Dendecker, who's been left out of the party so far. Ground out, foul out. First pitch, fastball, strike called on the outside corner. A Minor who had his ERA in the low 3s. Here's a swing and a bouncer foul over by the Revs dugout. And Lancaster got 2 off of him in his final inning last start, which put it up to 4. And now here tonight it has jumped up over 6. 0-2. And it's up high. Dendecker started the turn but stopped. Ball loose from the playground in left center. Sportman over to toss that back. Revs have Josh Glick loosening. Side armor might be making his second appearance of the season soon. And now the 1-2. Breaking ball, that's in tight. Minor coming off back-to-back wins. And now fires, swing and a bouncer foul down to the first base coach's area and on by.
He might have something going on, as you said. Looks like he's checking his thumb, his finger. I don't know if it's a blister or if he jammed something.
Now delivers. Swinging a fly ball, right center and deep again. Dotel is back at the track, and it's off his glove and off the wall padding. Dendecker at second. He's going to try three. Sportman heaves one on a hop at third and late. He heaved it, arcing it way up in the air, all the way to third, over any cutoff man. And Dendecker makes it to third base on what'll be a triple. Dotel right up by the wall, got some glove on it, but it hit the wall as well. And here comes Mace, and that'll be it. So a rough one so far tonight. And Dan Minor, who had been excellent, is going to be lifted after 2 2/3 innings here this evening. The pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Josh Glick makes his way in. It is 8-1 Long Island here in the third.
Will I have saved enough for college by the time she gets her driver's license?
How can I ensure beautiful music is always made on the symphony stage?
When I retire, can I take that vacation I always dreamed about?
When life's persistent questions have you seeking answers, turn to Smith Wealth Advisory Group. Let our wealth of knowledge about wealth help turn life's questions into financial plans of action and memorable outcomes. Smith Wealth Advisory Group, answering life's most persistent questions. Visit us at smithwealthadvisory.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Want to give your child the best birthday ever without hosting, planning, or cleanup work? Book a York Revolution birthday party at Peoples Bank Park. Parties include 2 hours of all-you-can-eat Kessler's hot dogs and pizza, goodie bags for all guests, and Penn State Children's Hospital playground wristbands. The birthday child gets a custom Revs jersey and throws out a first pitch, and the whole crowd sings Happy Birthday before the party enjoys a customized Revs birthday cake. Birthdays at a Revs game. Best birthday ever. Details at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal opportunity lender.
Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play stores today. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Josh Glick will make his home debut. Comes in with a runner at third. Hitter is Lombardozzi, and the first one from the side armor misses inside. Lombardozzi tonight, an infield hit and a 3-run homer. Ducks have teed off here in the early going and lead it 8-1. A 1-0, and it's a called strike over at the belt. Glick, a scoreless inning and 2/3 to start off in his debut Wednesday, but then after getting 5 outs, a couple of runs scored. Backdoor breaking ball here, that's a called strike.
It's good to have a side armor here.
Yeah.
Won't see too many of them. We have the opposing ones to come and face us all the time, but always fun to see a different delivery.
Pitch, it is beaten foul over by the Revs dugout.
And maybe the delivery enough to finally get Steve Lombardozzi out, who, we could go back and check, but I am not sure I've seen him get out ever since he's been here in the 5 games he's played in this park.
Doesn't feel like it. Breaking ball down and away, 2-2.
I mean, obviously, no, he has gotten out, but I'm just saying it doesn't feel like it with what he's been able to do. Ridiculous.
Mace said Glick probably a 1-inning guy. Tried to build him up the other day, and this one grounded foul over between the on deck area in the Revs dugout again. 2-2 it holds.
At 77 mile per hour, whether it be a cutter or a slider or breaking ball in any fashion. It used it both ways there, used it the back door over the plate, and then went in on Lombardozzi's hands there.
Here's a swing and a pop fly way up there, shallow left center. It's Trapp in from left, calls, and he makes the play. Moving right over towards Sportman, who was about to catch him if need be. And the inning ends on that. But 3 runs score, 4 more hits, 2 more homers, 1 man left. It's 8-1 Long Island as we go to the bottom half of the third.
Tired of hearing that music? Especially when you already have that same ice cream in your freezer. Try something new and amazing with Tropical Shaved Ice. On Monday morning after the big company event, do you want the buzz down the hall to be, how awesome was this year's company picnic? Then crush boredom and bring on Kona Ice with over 32,000 flavor combinations. This is not your typical lackluster snow cone. Their flavors are bold and delicious. Fuzzy Navel, Margarita, Blue Hawaiian. Kona Ice is dairy-free, gluten-free, and they even offer flavors that are sugar and dye-free. No party is too big or too small. They can serve up to 1,000 people per hour. They have party packages starting as low as $100. To add more excitement to your next event, find them online.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Your source for all of Friday night's action. Central PA Game Day with Steve Navaroli. Saturday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. Listen live and on demand with the new WOYK app and online at 989WOYK.com.
Bottom of the third inning, 8-1, Long Island in front. Justin Trapp will lead things off. The Trapp, Sportman, and Casilla as the Revs try to begin a long road back tonight. First pitch from Nolan is in there for a strike. Trapp up to 308 entering play tonight. Hitting .458 the last 7, 11 for 24. There's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Slider running in. Also got a career milestone last night. His 200th career stolen base. Approaching 50 in the Atlantic League in that department. There's the 0-2. And he just got a piece. Longtime Kansas City Royals farmhand he was coming up. Bypassed the opportunity to perhaps play both baseball and football at Coastal Carolina when he took Kansas City's draft offer. Another 0-2. Breaking ball, tapped foul against his foot.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Could have went to Coastal Carolina. Like that school, like Myrtle Beach. It's a nice area.
Have you ever seen the campus in all of your Myrtle Beach trips?
I have not. My sister toured the campus. I went to York College.
Another 0-2. And a swing and a flare the other way and right. That's in. Base hit. Neuenhuis over toward the line to grab it, and Trapp continues to rake that pitch away, and he just stuck the bat out, went with it, and served it to right. Hit it a little bit better than a flare, but he really had to reach and gets himself on.
You gotta love him in the 9-hole. Guy that's been able to routinely turn the lineup over. Has good speed. Could see him try to steal one. As you said, picked up his 200th career stolen base.
Here's Sportman. First pitch fouled against the net. Trapp now hit in 7 of his last 8 games. Sportman, who launched a double midway up the Nemesis, leading off the game. Well, it was thrown out trying to stretch it into a triple. 0-1. Swing, and he bounces a foul, third base side. Now, the fact that he drove it deep, certainly encouraging. Coming back from that hand injury. Nolan ready. The 0-2. Breaking ball. Chopped toward the middle. Might be two. Right there waiting on it. Lombardozzi, the shortstop. He steps on second and throws to first. It's a 6-3 double play. And the Revs have hit into their second twin killing tonight already. 2 down and the base is empty. So many ground ball double plays here lately. In fact, over the last 7 games now, that's 12. Here's Casilla. First pitch belted deep to left field and way out over the arch nemesis. Home run for Alexi on a line shot down the line in left field, his second of the year. And man, did he put a jolt into that one. It is 8-2.
First pitch swinging there, and he drilled that thing. No doubt. Home run right over the nemesis. And that, you don't have to get 8 runs in 1 inning. You just got to start clawing back. 2 outs there, get something on the board. Good to see Alexi crushing that one.
Boy, that was destroyed. A rocket line shot. Right down the line. Here's Mesa, who takes it inside. He reached an infield hit and scored his first time. Second home run this year for Casilla. The pitch, swinging a shot left side. That's through the hole. Base hit for Malky. I didn't know whether to call it a liner or a ground ball. It was in between, but hits it fairly sharply and follows the homer with a single.
I've had a bunch of those, getting caught up in the middle. But hey, a little 2-out rally here, bring Telvin to the plate. Had to watch his home run lead disappear. Sure would like to tie it back up here.
And David Washington tonight, numbers 9 and 10 already.
There was no rhyme intended on that last one, by the way. Just throwing that out there.
First pitch, swing and a miss, a changeup.
I knew he wasn't getting the first pitch fastball there as the last 2 batters came up, swung at the first one, including Alexi, who deposited it over the wall.
Telvin, an RBI single in the first tonight. The 0-1, it's down low. By the way, Alexi with 9 home runs now in his Revs career. He hit 4 2 years ago, 3 last year, 2 now this year. Doesn't happen often. He doesn't try to do it often, but he got one to turn on. The 1-1, it's down and in. Nolan looking at that landing spot as he falls behind 2-1.
Real clean sound off the bat, too. Hit it right in the barrel. Knew that one by the sound.
By the way, how about Chris Carbaugh and his staff? Was talking with him today. They had all those district championship games on this field earlier this week as Nolan misses down and away.
He's a hustler, Chris. He gets it done. Hard-working man, and we had to resod a patch of left field. And tell me, Daryl, do you see the difference where that patch was now?
You can see none. You see nothing. It's pure green.
Good cuts. He is quite the acquisition that we have gotten this year. Especially with the All-Star game coming, he wants this place looking nice when we pack this place.
On 3-1, it is outside and Nash walks. He has been doing a lot of that here recently, and that's his 24th, second most in the league. So 2 on for Tejeda. Flying out to right his first time. That is the first walk tonight from Nolan. Revs do now have 7 hits here in the first 3 innings. A nice crowd tonight. So far, unfortunately, a bit of a dud for the home team, but long way to go. Here's the stretch from Nolan. First pitch. It is inside for ball 1. Revs saw Nolan in relief. 3 innings, 2 runs right after they signed him in early May. He deals. And a changeup for a strike on the outer half. Since then, since that game May 5th, 3 innings, 2 runs. Coming in tonight, he had allowed just 2 runs in 27 innings over his 5 appearances and 4 starts since. It's the 1-1 fastball. It's a called strike. Outstanding numbers coming into this one. 4 walks, 34 Ks in 30 innings, only 18 hits. The league hitting 168. 1-2. It is just low. Tejeda laying off that change. Nolan, 6'4" lefty, 29 years old. Comes set with it. And the 2-2, swinging a shot, ripped foul off the front of the Ducks dugout. That'll send Vladimir Frias heading for cover.
Oh, man. He saw his life flash before his eyes. Hit the netting in front, but he smoked that thing. Always got to be aware when you're standing up there with T.
Now, there aren't many guys in the league where the ball comes off the bat harder than his.
He's a line drive hitter, that's for sure.
2-2, it's up high. So the runners will have a head start. Revs down 8-2 here in the 3rd inning. Got one back on Alexi's home run. Chance to put a little dent in this deficit if Tejeda can find a gap or more. Now ready, and the pitch. Just missed outside. He tried to backdoor a cutter or a slider. Trying to be careful with Tejeda, and he walks him. Back-to-back walks, and they're loaded for Dotel.
There's still some bad blood between Nolan and Tejeda as he's taking his sweet old time getting up to first base. Had a big old bat flip as he launched that thing back towards the dugout, stemming from the battle they had trying to get on the right page as Nolan tried to quick pitch him in his first at-bat. These two, not friends as it seems.
First pitch to Dotel. He chases eye high, and it's strike 1. Nolan has just walked 2 in a row. Dotel trying to get the Revs right back in it, and he chased a ball way up out of the zone. Grounded out to second his first time. He'll take a moment and try to put that one behind him.
And Nolan wants to work quickly.
They are really making him wait. He's going to go from the windup. And here's the 0-1. Fastball, a little low. And he looks off to the side, a bit perturbed. I think he wanted that. Flag just about at a standstill now. Breeze has died down on the wind, and the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Cutter on the inner half. So he's a strike away from getting out of a major jam here with only the 1 run. Single and 2 walks following the homer. There's the wind and the 1-2. Breaking ball fought off, fouling it back. Did he do a little timing gizmo on his leg kick there, or did I see something?
I don't know. I'm going to miss that. I was staring in at the plate. He could have.
Looked like he had a little bit different, almost a little hitch on his stride. The wind, another 1-2. Swinging a foul tip straight to the backstop. So Dotel again battles one off.
Well, he likes the spin, that's for sure. The 2-strike spin.
One and 2 it remains. There's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him on a breaking ball, and that'll end the inning. So Nolan wiggles his way out of it. And and only the 1 run scores. On Casillas' home run, 3 hits in the inning, 3 men left on base. And somebody barking, Dotel barking toward the Ducks dugout. Polo trying to usher him away back to the Revs dugout. No doubt, Revs a frustrated bunch right now. It's an 8-2 game as we head to the 4th.
Looking for a drool-worthy auto loan? Hello, I'm Sue DiStefano, President CEO of First Capital Federal Credit Union. Give Fido the ride of his life in a new car, truck, or SUV. With an interest rate as low as 3.49% APR and flexible terms, we can make it happen. Speak with a loan officer today or apply online at firstcapitalfcu.com. First Capital, putting you and your county first for 65 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're a family tradition. Our goal is to provide outstanding customer service and to make energy easy for you. From heating oil and propane to natural gas and electricity, our team can help. We also offer HVAC services, installation, maintenance, and service plans to keep your home safe and comfortable. In addition, our team can improve the quality of water in your home. To learn more, visit shipleyenergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY. We make energy easy.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
New FM signal, new website. Get features, live broadcasts, and on-demand game broadcasts and shows online at 989WOYK.com.
Top of the 4th inning here. Revs trail 8-2 in this one. Hosting game 2 of a 3-game series against the Long Island Ducks here at a relatively crowded People's Bank Park. Nice Saturday night. Josh Glick stays in the game. First man will face is second baseman L.J. Mazzilli. First pitch to him is ripped over the head of Henry Castillo and into left center field. Cutting it off now is Sportman. That'll hold Mazzilli at first. First pitch, first hit of the inning for the Ducks. So they have a leadoff man here in the top of the 4th. Second time Mazzilli's been on base, also walked back in the 2nd inning. Well, 3rd time I should say, got on via the error back in the 1st inning, so he's been on all 3 times he's been up. Now I'll bring up right fielder Kirk Neuenhuis. Neuenhuis singled, also struck out. First pitch from Glick just inside for ball 1. Neuenhuis was our Rudders came in of the game. He already accomplished that feat, so although the score is not pleasant, the fans have something to be happy about. 1-0 pitch is over for strike 1. Breaking ball again, he started it outside but cut back on the back door to even things up at 1-1. Neuenhuis was 0 for 4 last night. Is 1 for 6 now in the series. 1-1 pitch to him is swung on, hit towards left center field. Going over now is Trapp. Long run for him. He's not going to get there. It's going to bounce in front of the community aid sign out there and over for a ground rule double. So leadoff single from Mazzilli, ground rule double from Neuenhuis, and the Ducks threatening yet again here in the top of the 4th. Just an offensive clinic so far from Long Island. Now bring up designated hitter Lou Ford. Ford 0 for 2 today. He's been left out of the party. Grounded out in the 1st, popped out in the 3rd. Even 200 average on the year for him. No long balls, 5 RBIs. First pitch from Glick. Breaking ball, tried to cut it back inside, but cannot. It stays out for ball 1. Buddy, your weight hasn't changed since last year on the paper. 1-0 pitch is low for ball 2. Getting heckled a little bit from our fans down there in Section 9 on his weight. Listed at 190. Four for 20 against the Revs this year is Ford. 2-0 pitch over for strike 1. Didn't play in last night's game. Again, a win for the Ducks. The Ducks scored 4 in the second, 3 in the third. Now runners on second and third. Nobody out here in the fourth. Next pitch is swung on, hit on the ground to Coronado. Run will score. No, will throw home, and it's not in time. So the run will score. No outs recorded on the play. Ducks lead moves to 9-2. Score that one a fielder's choice for Ford and an RBI. Now to bring up the most dangerous man at the plate so far today, David Washington, the first baseman, has hit 2 long home runs, one of them the straightaway center over the batter's eye. That reads 405 out there. Second one may have been even further to right center field. First pitch to him, breaking ball, stays outside as Glick tries to backdoor it. Next pitch stays outside. Again, 9-2 our score. Long Island leads. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. Josh Glick in appearance number 2. His home debut today at Peoples Bank Park. Has a big jam to work out of. 2-0 pitch is swung on and fouled back towards the Revs dugout. Another big hack from Washington. 275 on the year for the Ducks first baseman. 10 home runs, which leads the league now, 25 RBIs. Had a nice season for him in the early going. Two-one pitch is low. Don't want to walk him here to load the bases with no outs. Glick will have to bounce back. Glick spent the last 2 years in the Frontier League. Went 6-2 with a 3.51 ERA in his rookie season at Windy City. The 3-1 pitch from Glick, breaking ball, that catches the outside corner, and that runs things full. Glick, a product of Nova Southeastern University down in Florida. Another Sunshine State baseball product. A 3-2 pitch is swung on, ripped foul, this time towards the Revs dugout as well. Revs have right-hander Jeffrey Rosa warming in the bullpen. Down there in relief of Glick. Dan Miner got the start today, not his best by any means. 3-2 pitch again, fouled off again. Washington, a guy prone to the strikeout, making Glick work. Ducks have hit a season-high 4 home runs so far today. Lombardozzi, Washington has 2, and Daniel Fields registering the other one. That also a season high for home runs allowed by the Revs. The 3-2 pitch is hit on the ground, foul again towards the Ducks bullpen. This at bat is going pretty long. 23 pitches now for Glick. Again, was in the end of last inning. Payoff pitch yet again, swung on and fouled yet again. So Glick will be throwing pitch number 10 to Washington. Trying to get the out. Washington walked twice yesterday. Payoff pitch is swung on and hit into left field. Trapp going to cut it off. They'll send the runner. Throw in from Castillo, he can't handle the transfer from Trapp. Another runs in. It's 10-2. Still nobody out in the inning. It's an RBI single for Washington, his third RBI of the game. This time just a single after the last two being long balls. Glick still looking for that elusive first out of the inning, but it will not be him as Mark Mason walks out. Take the ball from him, and that will end his day. So runners on first and second when we come back. New pitcher will be Jeffrey Rosa. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts.
If you own a tractor trailer business, then you know the cost of having your rig down instead of on the road. Rivers Truck Center in Red Lion keeps your trucks on the road by providing a one-stop shop for all your trucking needs. Rivers handles full-service truck sales and carries a full line of parts for all makes and models, has their own full-service collision center, and provides 24-hour emergency towing and roadside assistance. Check out riverstruck.com for more info. There's a reason Rivers Truck Center has been in business for over 40 years. They really do care.
Mom and Dad, add your little baseball fan to the York Revolution roster with a Rookie Revs membership presented by People's Bank. Memberships include 6 ticket vouchers, behind-the-scenes tours, an exclusive team autograph session, plus a Rookie Revs backpack and more. All that for just $27. It's kid-sized Revs time. Rookie Revs memberships presented by People's Bank. Details at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
The York County Solid Waste Authority turns up the heat every day, on your garbage, that is. Advanced waste-to-energy technology is used to burn garbage at 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit in environmentally controlled combustion units. This reduces air emissions and produces electricity, enough to power 20,000 homes every minute of every day. Visit www.ycswa.com to learn more. In York County, garbage is power.
York's home for the NFL. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. York.
Back here in the top of the fourth inning, Jeffrey Rosa, the new pitcher for York. Rosa, the 6'4" righty, in game number 11 for him. Was nice in his last outing against New Britain. Not a very easy task for him as he has runners on first and second. Still nobody out. Ducks lead this one 10-2. Rosa looks back at second. Now the first pitch on the way to Cabrera is over for strike one. 93 miles per hour on the fastball. Cabrera 1 for 2. He singled in the third, popped out back in the second. As Rosa looks for the sign and gets it from Tejeda. 0-1 pitch, check swing in the dirt. Did he go? No. As our third base umpire, Thomas Gandolfo Jr., as he moves from behind home plate last night over to third. Cabrera 260 on the year, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs for him. Splits time with Hector Sanchez. Good catching duo for them. The 1-1 pitch from Rosa, breaking ball, yes, comes back over for strike 2. A 77 mile per hour slider. So mixing it up nicely is Rosa as he looks to retire Cabrera for out number 1 of this inning. It'll be Cabrera, Fields, and Marino due up. The 1-2 pitch in the dirt, blocked by Tejeda, keeps it at his feet, keeps the runners where they're at, does even the count at 2. So a good block from him. Rosa originally signed by the Washington Nationals out of the Dominican Republic as an 18-year-old. Longest outing of the season for him. Last time out against New Britain. 4 innings, had 5 strikeouts in those 4 innings. Also a season high for an outing. The 2-2 pitch, check swing. Oh, they're going to say, we need a ruling here from our home plate umpire. He's going to say foul. So nothing happened. Both runners took off when the pitch hit the dirt. Tejeda didn't go after it. But our home plate umpire, Doug McFarling, does rule that it's foul. Runners will go back. Count stays 2-2. Cabrera, switch-hitting catcher, batting from the left side here. Came into this game just 1 for 7 against York. Now 2 for 9. The 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Rosa coming in and getting the first man he faced. I don't think he knows the count, but it is strike 3. As Cabrera tried to dig back into the box, but Rosa does record the K for out number 1. First out here in the 4th. Now bring up left fielder Daniel Fields. Fields having himself a game as well. 2 for 2, singled and hit a 2-run home run. First pitch from Rosa, breaking ball for strike 1. Slider comes back over. Fields, 231 on the year, 6 home runs, 4 of them now hit against York on the early season, 10 RBIs. 0-1 pitch, that breaking ball stays outside. Tried to go back-to-back slider there. Rosa possesses a good fastball, gets it up at about 93, 94. Working with our own Danny Jimenez on a couple pitches. Spent some time working on his stuff. During the 7-game road trip to Sugar Land, he stayed back. Worked on the slider, got a little bit of a grip for the changeup as well. Young guy, still trying to make it all work. 1-1 pitch is swung on, fouled off the leg of Fields. That one hurts as he takes a jog up towards the pitcher's mound, trying to walk it off. Fields 5 for 14 against the Revs. 4 home runs, 7 RBIs. Scored 6 runs. He's also walked 6 times. So like many of these other players for the Ducks in the early season, again, this is the 3rd series that these two teams have faced each other. This is the 2nd one being at home, the other one on the road at Long Island. 1-2 pitch. The field swung on and missed. So in the game and striking out back-to-back batters now is Jeffrey Rosa as Fields slams his bat on the ground. Rosa looking good here. It keeps the runners exactly where they were when he came in on 1st and 2nd. Rando Moreno, your 9-hole hitter, up the bat. 203 on the year, no home runs, 6 RBIs. Lou Ford takes his lead off second. Washington on first. First pitch to Moreno, swung on and chopped over to Alexi Casilla at second. Catches it, fires the first, and that will retire the side. So an excellent job from Jeffrey Rosa, stepping in with 2 runners on and no one out and stopping it right there, allowing no runs, striking out 2, and getting Moreno to ground out to second base. Still a lot of work to be done in this one as the Revs trail 10-2.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission again, and this time I have things on my mind, like warranty and service after the repair. You already know Broadway Transmission has been part of the community for 67 years at the same location. But did you know that in that time, York County has seen many transmission shops close its doors, like
Amco,
Atomic,
Clutch and Go,
Dr. Transmission,
Cotman,
York County Transmission,
Winters,
Goodlings,
Lee Miles,
A1.
What grinds my gears about these closings are the customers are left with no warranty. Stop! Don't make that same mistake. Broadway Transmission has over 40,000 transmission jobs under our belt, and we are still here today standing behind our famous 3-year warranty. We kid around a lot on our ads, but nothing is funny about having no warranty when you need it. Avoid that risk with the only smart choice in all of York County and stop by Broadway Transmission today. Broadway Transmission will get your ship together and stand behind it too. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
With the new Express Sports football and car racing from the Pennsylvania Lottery, you can play your favorite sports at participating retailers, bars, and restaurants. Make your picks on your play slip, like touchdown pass on the third play, or the first 3 cars to cross the finish line, and watch the fast-paced lifelike action on the big screen. With drawings for cash prizes every 5 minutes, there's never a dull moment. Come on. Come on.
Yes! Express Sports from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Compete from your seat. Players must be 18 or older. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
The York Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Back here in the bottom of the 4th inning at Peoples Bank Park, Henry Castillo up to bat as he faces Sean Nolan out for his 4th inning of work. First pitch from Nolan, breaking ball stays high for ball 1. Henry, the switch-hitting shortstop, batting from the right side here against the southpaw. Castillo 305 on the year, 6 home runs, 21 RBIs. 1-0 pitch is in there for strike 1. Another changeup, this one at 81. Staying away from him, throwing breaking balls in the first 2 pitches. Henry, obviously a great fastball hitter. 6 home runs on the year, your league leader in extra base hits as well. 1-1 pitch is low for ball 2. Henry Castillo, Melky Mesa, Telvin Nash, all with over 21 RBIs. Only team in the Atlantic League to boast that they have 3 hitters over that mark. 2-1 pitch stays low again, so Henry up ahead 3-1. Nolan, who walked back-to-back Revs batters with 2 outs last inning, falls behind again. Pitch number 60 on the way for Nolan, and it's fouled straight back to the screen. We'll do it again. So Henry runs the count full. The Revs got their 2 runs of the game. 1 in the first with an RBI single from Telvin Nash and a solo home run from Alexi Casilla, his 2nd of the year. Gives the Revs their 2nd run. Payoff pitch is swung on and popped up. Coming in now is the center fielder, Den Decker. Long run, it falls in there. A tough play to make from all the players. Henry picking the perfect spot as he registers his 2nd single of the ball game. Mazzilli went out, Den Decker came in. Den Decker way back there playing almost in a no doubles defense with how hard and how far Henry's been able to hit it this year. But he's 2 for 2, a leadoff base runner for Nate Coronado. First pitch to Nate in the dirt, scooped out by Cabrera, fakes the throw back to first, but Henry back easily. Coronado grounded into a double play his first time up. 212 on the year for him, 1 home run, 7 runs batted in. 1-0 pitch to Nate, breaking balls over for strike 1. Likes that changeup, Nolan. He's had a lot of success with it. One pitch is swung on, fouled, hit down the right field line and out of play. Coronado looking for his first hit of the series, was 0 for 4 last night. 0 for 1 as I stated earlier. A little bit of a rough stretch for him as he's 0 for his last 12. 1-2 pitches, swung on, hit on the ground, the 3rd again. Marino fires the 2nd for 1, the turn from Lombardozzi, but he'll hold it. So they're only able to get 1. So 1 out recorded. Now I'll bring up Justin Trapp. Trapp 1 for 1 today with a single. First pitch, a big looping breaking ball that stays high. For ball one. Castillo takes his lead off at first. Pitch is swung on and hit foul. That'll even things up at 1. So Trapp hitting the ball pretty nicely here. Singled back in the third. He's now 3 for 5 on the series. 1-1 pitch is hit deep to left center field. Going back are both outfielders. It'll be the center fielder, Den Decker. He's over to make the catch on the warning track. A long out number 2. So Castillo's still over there at first after being the leadoff batter and getting on via the single. That'll bring up J.P. Sportman. Sportman 1 for 2 on the day, hit a double back in the first inning. So grounded out in the third. First pitch to him is inside for ball 1. A 1-0 pitch is taken low. He's way ahead 2-0. A Sportman 1 for 5 last night. Coming to the Revs from the Oakland A's organization. A 2-0 pitch is swung on, fouled over the skyboxes down the right side. 234 on the year for JP. No home runs, 3 RBIs. A 2-1 pitch is swung on, popped up. Den Decker coming in now. Ball traveling, but he'll be able to get there. In shallow center to retire this side. So leadoff base runner Henry Castillo getting on via the single, but he's stranded as Nolan gets out of the jam. Revs head to the top of the 5th inning, still trailing this one 10-2.
Hey, Revs fans, as if being a season ticket holder wasn't already awesome enough, did you know that another perk of being a season ticket holder is you get a VIP restaurant card good for deals and discounts at 6 participating restaurants? The VIP restaurant card is good at these restaurants: Venice Pizza and Restaurant, 15% off order for dine-in or takeout. Revival Social Club, 1 free dessert per person per ticket per visit. Fuddruckers, 15% off total purchase. Viet Thai, 10% off your order. Friendlies, 20% off your order. And Iron Horse York, 10% off your entire meal on home game days and $5 off entrees on non-home game days. Lock in your 2019 Revs season ticket plan today. Call 717-801-HITS or visit YorkRevolution.com. Great baseball, great fun, and a VIP restaurant card? Now that's Revs time.
When you work with an independent insurance agent, you put the power of choice to work for you. Independent agents know several companies and their coverages, which means more options. And because companies like Donegal Insurance Group use the independent agent system, you not only get quality insurance, you also save money. The independent insurance agent system. Discover the power of choice. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
The puck drops here. Catch the Bears and the Caps all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Top of the 5th inning, first pitch swinging is Den Decker, grounding it right to Telvin Nash at first, and Jeffrey Rosa, the lone bright spot so far for the Revs. He comes in and retires the first 4 batters he's faced dating back to last inning. 3 unassisted on the putout as Den Decker rolls it right over. He's just 1 for 3 today. bring up shortstop Steve Lombardozzi. First pitch from Rosa in the dirt. Blocked by Tejeda. Lombardozzi is 2 for 3. He singled back in the first and hit a 3-run home run off Daniel Miner in the third, or second, I should say. Flew out in the third. 1-0 pitch from Jeffrey is ripped to right, but right at Wellington Dotel, who eyes it up and comes in for the squeeze, and that's 2 quick outs here in the top of the 5th. Rosa really feeling it here. Now bring up L.J. Mazzilli. Saw him DH last night, but playing second base today. Mazzilli in his first Atlantic League season. First pitch is outside and behind Tejeda for ball 1. Mazzilli spent the last 6 seasons in the New York Mets organization. Big surprise. He's found his way to the Ducks. 1-0 pitch is inside for ball 2. He falls behind 2-0. Wants to get a new ball and gets it from home plate umpire Doug McFarling. Again, Mazzilli, the son of the 14-year Major League Baseball veteran Lee Mazzilli. Next pitch is too high, so behind 3-0 now is Rosa. A UConn grad, Mazzilli, a 4th-round pick of the New York Mets. 3-0 pitch outside again. He walked him on 4 pitches. Second time Mazzilli's reached base via the base on balls today. Keeps the inning alive, gives the Ducks a 2-out base runner. Bring up Kirk Neuenhuis. First pitch is low for ball 1, so 5 straight balls out of the strike zone for Rosa, looking to hone it back in here. Again, Revs trailing 10-2. Ducks with 10 runs on 13 hits. York with 2 on 8. 1-0 pitch to Neuenhuis is taken at the knees for strike 1. That'll even things up at 1-1. Again, it's Car Smash Night, brought to you by Auto Plus. It's a Ford Explorer out there in right center field on the Appel lawn section that's taking a beating. Noticeably more dented than when I saw it earlier today. 1-1 pitch is in the dirt, gets away from Tejeda, and that'll allow Lombardozzi, or Mazzilli, rather, to advance to second base. Wild pitch from Rosa. A runner does move in the scoring position, but there are still 2 outs. Rosa looking to get through 2 complete innings, ideally scoreless. The 2-1 pitch is swung on, hit right to center field. JP Sportman over there, hit straight at him as he steps a little bit to the left and squeezes for out number 3. Hit that one on the screws, did Neuenhuis, but it is in fact 6 up, or 6 out of 7 retired for Jeffrey Rosa, as he's been impressive out of the Revs pen. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Revs still looking to come back from the 10-2 deficit.
As you clean it out, keep in mind Community Aid's looking for your lucky leftovers. After you wrap up your yard sale, donate what's left over at your closest Community Aid Drive-Up Donation Center. They're attached to each of Community Aid's incredible thrift stores in our area: Hanover, Harrisburg, Lancaster, Mechanicsburg, and Selinsgrove. Community Aid wants your lucky leftovers to help more than 750 local charities. Learn more at communityaid.net. But don't forget, give your lucky leftovers to Community Aid. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Are you on your way to work right now? Trudging along, heading to the same job you're just not too enthused about any longer? Hearing this ad might just mean it's your lucky day. Give your career a reboot with the York Post Office. The York Post Office is now hiring rural mail carriers. Work in a fast-paced, dynamic environment. Hiring for non-career positions with career eligibility. Starting at $17.78 per hour with all eligible for health benefits. Suitable vehicle for delivery is required on some routes. Get your foot in the door on a new career today. Apply online at USPS.com.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Back here in the bottom of the fifth inning, Revs looking to come back here down 10-2. Doesn't always have to be all in one inning, just need to get some runs here. Alexi Casilla up and takes the first pitch over for strike one. Casilla hit a first pitch fastball from Nolan out his last at bat over the arch nemesis. Next pitch is swung on and missed. Oh, he falls behind 0-2. Casilla, 305 on the year, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs. 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Took a big hack at it, but couldn't catch up. So he's down via the punch out. Now bring up Melky Mesa. Of course, the song being Baby Shark. He's had all the success with that being his walk-off song. Fans getting into it as well, doing the shark motion. He's 2 for 2 today. Melky's got 2 singles, average up to 308, 5 home runs, 21 RBIs. First pitch to him is taken for strike one. Got a change-up from Nolan. Seen him go first pitch change up more often than not today. 0-1 pitch, breaking ball, big swing, but can't come up with it as it's foul tipped into the glove of Cabrera. Mesa behind 0-2. Nolan not making any friends at the plate here, going right after the Revs hitters. Working quickly again from the windup, the 0-2 pitch to Mesa, breaking ball that stays outside. And we've seen Nolan do the spin. I guess he thought that one was strike 3, but he tried to spin back, and as he normally should, Cabrera threw the ball back to him. He wasn't even looking. The ball flies right over his head. Not paying attention there from Nolan. One-two pitch from Mesa to Mesa is swung on and missed for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts, both swinging for the 2 and 3 hitters in the Revs lineup. That brings up Telvin Nash. And Nash on the day, he's 1 for 1. He's been on base twice. Had an RBI single back in the first inning. Also walked in the third. Jeffrey Rosa threw 2 scoreless innings. His last 2, it'll be Jared Martin warming up right now. First pitch to Nash is swung on, hit foul. Next pitch for Nolan will be number 80. To the lefty, Martin warming in the pen. Nash 273 on the year, 9 home runs, 1 off the league lead now, 23 RBIs. 0-1 pitch to him is a breaking ball over for strike 2. So all 3 batters so far that Nolan's faced, he's gotten ahead 0-2. Nash looking to do something, make it back. He's had done it twice in the series so far, go from 0-2 to 3-2 and force a walk. 0-2 pitch, breaking ball swung on and missed. So Nolan answers in a big way, striking out the side, the meat of the Revs lineup in order in the bottom of the 5th inning. Top of the 6th inning on the way here on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Planning your next visit to York? Book your stay at Courtyard by Marriott. Conveniently situated near local businesses, shopping, dining, downtown, and local attractions, Courtyard by Marriott features a state-of-the-art lobby, inviting flexible spaces to work or relax, free Wi-Fi, our well-equipped fitness center, and the bistro offering healthy options and refreshing choices, including Starbucks and an evening bar. Your stay is sure to be more comfortable, productive, and enjoyable than ever before. Courtyard by Marriott, 2799 Concord Road in York. Book your stay at 717-840-7840.
The York Revolution Silver Sluggers Ticket Plan, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine, an exclusive York Revolution ticket plan for fans 55 and older. 10 tickets for Tuesday home games, an exclusive Silver Sluggers hat, early admission to People's Bank Park, savings on additional tickets, and 50% off a value meal of each Tuesday game, plus savings at your favorite local restaurants. Get all of that and more for just $50. The Silver Sluggers Ticket Plan, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. Details at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
New FM signal, new website. Get features, live broadcasts, and on-demand game broadcasts and shows online at 989WOYK.com.
Top of the 6th inning here at People's Bank Park. Revs down big, 10-2. New pitcher for York is lefty Jarrett Martin. In relief of Jeffrey Rosa, who was great. Sat down 6 of the 7 ducks he faced, struck out 2. Stranded 3 runners overall. First pitch for Martin in the dirt for ball 1. That's game number 14 for Jarrett Martin. 0-1, a .591 earned run average coming into this one. Faces Lou Ford. 1-0 pitch is on the outside corner, evening things up at 1. Home Martin bounces back. Ford 0 for 3 on the day, average under 200 now for their hitting coach. Next pitch is swung on back to Martin. He's off the mound, winds, fires, and throws. Nice stretch from Telvin to retire Ford for out number 1. 1-3 on the put out there as Ford set down. That'll bring up the power hitting first baseman David Washington. Washington 3 for 3 today, has 2 solo home runs. He's also singled. Average up to 282 now, 10 home runs, 26 runs batted in. We'll have game 3 of the series tomorrow, an afternoon game beginning at 1 o'clock. It's our Cancer Survivor Day, brought to you by Visiting Angels. First pitch is over for strike 1 to Washington. Invite any cancer survivors to come out to the ball game. The pregame parade shirts be given to everyone that overcame that. Next pitch is low for ball 1. That'll even things up at 1. A 3-game homestand. Revs falling last night. A lot of work to be done in this one. Down 10-2. 1-1 pitch inside. Washington jumps back, and it's ball 2. So 9 of 13 appearances for Jarrett Martin had been scoreless. 10 of 13 without an earned run. The 2-1 pitch to Washington. That's low and inside as well. 3-1 the count now. Now, Washington's been extremely tough this series on the Revs, already with 3 hits today. Last night he was 1 for 2. He walked twice, stole a base, scored a run. 3-1 pitch is on the outside corner for strike 2, running the count full. A little bit of wind, it's pushing straight back. The flag in right center field. Payoff pitch is swung on and missed. He goes down this time. And Jared Martin with his first strikeout. Washington sat down for the first time today. 2 up, 2 down for Jared Martin in his 6th inning. That'll bring up the switch hitting catcher Ramon Cabrera.
Thank you.
Cabrera, the Venezuela native. 255, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs on the year. Swings at the first pitch, shatters his bat. The ball goes to Alexi Casilla, who fields it, flicks it over to Telvin for out number 3. So a nice inning of work for the Revs lefty Jared Martin as he goes 1-2-3 in the top of the 6th inning. We'll head to the bottom of the inning here on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
We went to other stores and compared theirs to ours. We compared quantities, we compared quality. From cereal to celery, from sushi to salad. And while many things were similar, there was only one huge difference. The lowest price is at Wise Markets. So take our word and shop around without shopping around. Look for our new price comparison tags. You can buy groceries anywhere you like, but you'll always spend less at Wise.
Eat better, spend less, that's Wise.
Business owners, First Capital Federal Credit Union can help equip your business for success. Hello, I'm Sue DiStefano, President and CEO. Now through June 30th, we're offering you an annual percentage rate as low as 4.65% on equipment loans. When it comes to growing your business, we're with you every step of the way. Don't wait. Apply today at firstcapitalfcu.com. First Capital, putting you and your county first for 65 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Planting a tree, putting in a mailbox, whatever your project, Columbia Gas reminds you to be safe and call 811 before you dig and know what's below. Safe digging is no accident. Call 811 at least 3 business days before you start your digging project, and your utility companies will come out to mark any underground lines near your work area. Calling 811 is free for Pennsylvania homeowners, and it's the law. For more information, visit ColumbiaGasPA.com.
Cannonball Charlie's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Bottom of the 6th inning here, new pitcher for the Ducks is right-hander Alexis Candelario. Comes in relief of Sean Nolan, who went 5 innings, allowed 8 hits, 2 earned runs, struck out 4. And had 2 walks. He had a very productive day again, came into the game with an ERA just a little bit north of 1. He's been fantastic for Long Island so far. Revs looking to get to the Ducks bullpen. A little bit before 8:30 here, 82 degrees our temperature. Brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Lights on at a relatively still crowded People's Bank Park. Obviously fireworks, a good reason to stay. First pitch to Tejeda is over for strike 1. 89 mile per hour fastball. It looks like Candelario sports some eyewear from the mound. Comes into the windup. Next pitch is low, evening it up at 1. Tejeda 323 on the year, no home runs, 9 RBIs. He's 0 for 1 today, also walked. Next pitch is swung on, hit to right. Neuenhuis coming in, he'll have enough room to make the play. So it was hit hard but right at him. He's gone the opposite way twice tonight. as he has most of the homestand. Right at Neuenhuis for out number 1. I'll bring up Wellington Dotel. Dotel 0 for 2 today. As the Revs have lefty Rob Carson warming up. First pitch to Wellington Dotel's hit deep to center field. Dan Decker going back, still going back, and that one is off the wall. I thought it was gone, but hit the corner of the batter's eye, and he's in there standing up for a triple. Man, where did that one hit? They're going to have to take a look at that, I would think. Or at least come in. Nope, it'll be a triple. Might have glanced off the steel bar that holds the batter's eye. That was about as close as you can get to a home run, but it's a triple for Dotel. So he stands at third with 1 out. Man, he was inches away from hitting that one out. That's how things have gone. First pitch to Henry Castillo. He ropes this one, but way foul. Was way early on it. He bats from the left side for the first time today. Now with Candelario, the right-hander, on the mound. Oh, 1 pitch is inside for ball 1. So Dotel on third after hitting the 1-out triple. One pitch to Castillo outside for ball 2. Castillo 2 for 2 today. He has 2 singles, both to center field. .311 is average. 6 home runs, 21 RBIs. Looking for the sign now. Candelario gets it from Cabrera. The 2-1 pitch inside. Henry doing a good job as he jogs all the way across the plate, getting away from that one. Candelario in his first season with the Ducks is second in the Atlantic League. He began the season in Mexico. Made 8 appearances with Somerset back in 2016. 3-1 pitch to Henry, swung on, fouled over towards the Revs dugout, bounces back. Sandy De Leon manning the first base coach position will flip it back into the dugout. About dusk here, lights on full blast. Here in Car Smash night. The payoff pitch to Henry in the dirt. That'll be ball 4. The ball gets away from Cabrera. Coming in now is Dotel. He slides, he's safe. So got under the tag from Candelario. He's in, cutting the lead to 10-3. Henry on now on first after taking the base on balls as well. Dotel tripling, coming around the score. Doing it all himself. A very patient Henry Castillo, getting himself on base as well. That'll bring up Nate Coronado, who's hungry for a hit. Looking to break out of a little slump. Castillo takes his lead off of first. First pitch to Coronado is outside for ball 1. Coronado 0 for 2 today, grounded out. Also grounded into a fielder's choice. 1 home run on the year, 7 RBIs. 1-0 pitch to Nate, swung on, hit down the opposite field line, but foul. Over into the home run patio, bullpen balcony area and right, and out of play. Yeah, foul. Candelario listed at 6'1", 168. Not the biggest guy. 1-1 pitch, swung on, fouled again. Does have good stuff, though. That fastball getting up there at 91 miles per hour. Coronado playing through a little bit of a wrist injury. Sustained that, trying to make a diving play on a ground ball, but stayed in the game. The 1-2 pitch to him, swung on and ripped to left field, and that'll drop in front of Fields. Hit it hard, and that's the hit that he needed as he now breaks out of an 0-for-14 slump with that base hit. That'll move Castillo to second and bring up Justin Trapp with 2 on the pond. Trapp continued his hot hitting ways back in the 3rd inning, picking up a single. Was 2 for 4 last night, picked up the 200th career steal for him in his career. Looking to keep the rally going here. The first pitch to Trapp is in the dirt, blocked by Cabrera. Now, Trapp was on a 5-game hitting streak that ended on Wednesday. Was 9 for 16 during that time. 20 runs shy of 100 in his Atlantic League career. 1-0 pitch outside for ball 2. He works ahead. 46 career home runs, 4 shy of 50, obviously, which is a milestone. Checks back on the runner at second. The 2-0 pitch to Trapp. That one's in there for strike 1. 89 mile per hour heater at the knees. New York looking to cut into the 10-3 deficit. Two-1 pitch is high. Good eye from Trapp. Already with 1 walk in the inning to Castillo, who stands on second. Candelario falling behind 3-1. See who gives in. Trapp, a great fastball hitter if he gets one in the zone. See if Candelario stays away. 3-1 pitch, fastball's low, that's ball 4. The bases are now loaded. I'll bring up JP Sportman. A Sportman a chance to do some damage. Trapp on first after the walk. Castillo over there as well. Already 1 run in on the inning after the triple from Dotel. Came around the score on a wild pitch. First pitch to Sportman is taken for strike 1. Fastball at the knees at 89 has something to say to Douglas McFarling. A couple pitchers now warming up for the Ducks. It'll be Rob Carson for the Revs in their next inning. 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed. He falls behind. He foul tipped that one into the glove of Cabrera. Falls behind 0-2. Oh-2 pitch is swung on, hit down the line. It's a fair ball, rolling all the way to the wall. 1 run's home. Coming around now to score is Coronado. They're going to wave. Trapp 2. JP Sportman, a bases clearing triple. Talk about a big-time performance. Had one of them wiped away because of the weather back in New Britain. He does it again in front of his home crowd, cutting the lead to 10-6. A clutch liner right over the first base bag, all the way down the line, clears the bases, and gives the Revs another runner with just 1 out. Tried for the triple earlier in the game, didn't get it. But that time, no doubt about it. Second extra base hit of the game for JP. That's the kind of offense we're looking for. First pitch to Alexi stays outside for ball one. An offensive spark here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-0 pitch to Casilla outside as well. Good eye. Good eye. That's how it's stemming right now. 2 walks came around the score both. Very patient approach from Revs batters. Alexi ahead 2-0. The pitch from Candelario swung on and fouled. That's hit to the first baseman. It'll score Sportman. Thought it might have hit Alexi's leg, but it's in play. That moves the lead to 10-7. An RBI ground out for Alexi. A productive out for him. A 5-run 6th inning now for the Revs. Only behind 3. First pitch to Melky, swung on, hit on the ground right at the second baseman Mazzilli. He's up with it, fires over to first, and that will retire the side. But a big offensive inning for the Revs as they're able to put up 5 runs in their half of the 6th inning, highlighted by the 3-run triple from J.P. Sportman. We'll head to the top of the 7th inning. Darrell Henry on to take you home here on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Home of the judgment-free zone, Planet Fitness is your home away from home plate this baseball season with 2 convenient locations in York. Planet Fitness offers a clean, comfortable environment, tons of cardio and strength equipment, free fitness training to all members, and extended hours for those early risers or late-night treadmill triumphators. And best of all, you get all this for just $10 a month. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play stores today. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Well, the Revs are suddenly back in this thing. It is 10-7. As we start the 7th inning, Robert Carson, the new pitcher. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. First offering to Daniel Fields is over for a strike. Breaking ball to start him. Left on left to begin things. A 5-run 6th. As Carson stretches and fires. And a ground ball smacked foul down the first base side. Fielded into the hat of Ian Thomas sitting in the Revs bullpen. Melky Mace is jogging up to the clubhouse with Chong. Melky is the DH tonight, so there's something minor they can do that. And now the 0-2. It misses down and away. A 5-run inning, and we checked between innings. There are no rules that can erase that one. 2 triples in the inning. Pitch from Carson. Swinging a high drive, deep left center. Sportman tracking back toward the track, and he's out of room, and it bounces in. They're going to say it's in play, back towards straightaway center, and they're going to say he runs through the stop sign. Relay home, and he's tagged out at the plate. Daniel Fields tried to turn it into an inside the park home run, and he's tagged out at the plate. Tejeda helped to his feet. Fields going full speed. Tejeda got the tag right to his chest. And now Wally Backman's going to come out and contest that ball was a home run. Tom Gandolfo, the third base umpire, I'll be honest, he didn't really sell the call. He kind of sheepishly signaled that it was in play. But it hit right above the LED sign, bounced back in all the way towards straightaway center. And Sportman, who was on his horse going after that deep drive, he had to revert back all the way to his normal position. He unloaded it toward the infield, and Alexi relayed a strike to home plate, 8-4-2. And that's one way to get out number one. Here's Rando Moreno, who fouls the first one back off the net. It was a brief argument from Wally, who did not lose his lid, but sure they'll want to see that one again. The 0-1. And a drive deep left center again. Sportman heading over, and he's there. Moreno didn't quite crush that one, hit it deep, but Sportman again is on his horse. The horse is getting quite the workout this inning as he runs it down in deep left center. Took a great route to that ball. And two rather loud outs, but 2 outs. Now we go to the top of the order, and Matt Dendecker, who's 1 for 4 with a triple tonight. Boy, are these teams slugging it all over the yard this evening. First pitch is up and in. That's a ball. I looked into the dugout thinking somebody was destroying a bat rack, but that was that car smash again in right center. There's the 1-0. Fastball, it just missed low. It is 10-7 Long Island here in the 7th. It was 8-1 at one point, and then 10-2. Here's the 2-0. Swinging a high drive to the same area. Deep left center again. Sportman is over. Has a beat on it and makes the play as he ends up with both hands against the community aid sign on the wall padding in left center. A towering drive deep the other way, and Sportman handles all 3 outs in extreme fashion here in the top of the 7th inning. That one caught on the middle of the warning track. No runs on 1 hit. The attempted inside the park home run, and nobody left. It's stretch time at the bank, 10-7 Long Island.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
The Dietz and Blewett Diamond Deck at Peoples Bank Park is sponsored by Dietz and Blewett Insurance Company. Dietz and Blewett Insurance Company has been serving the York and Central PA areas for more than 10 years. Visit their new location on 2000 South Queen Street, where you'll find friendly, courteous staff who put their clients first. Google them on the web for a free quote. At Dietz and Blewett Insurance, you'll find the best rates on home, auto, health, life, and business insurance.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at Peoples Bank Park. People's Bank. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Catch the Revs all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Replay indicating that it did hit the top of the wall and did not go over. And it's a very eventful, scoreless top of the 7th. Nash leads off the bottom half and lays off away from right-hander Tanner Scheppers, who's in for the second straight night. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. On the wind, a pause on the step back, fires and misses down and away. The Revs still have some work to do to erase a once 8-run deficit tonight, but if nothing else, this big crowd has gotten some entertainment. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a drive, deep right center. Dendecker back, looking, gone! Telvin Nash over the LED board in right center. And it's a 10-8 game here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The 40th home run of his career at People's Bank Park. The 63rd of his Revs career. He's within 3. And he once again is tied for the league lead in 2019 with number 10 on the season. And he sat back-legged it, and drilled it to the opposite field. I remember another one he hit to that part of the yard against these Ducks. September 29th, 2 years ago. Here's Tejeda now, 10-8. And the first one from Scheppers misses down and away. What is going on here tonight? Both teams just mashing, and what are we in store for? Here's the 1-0. Swing, and he just got a piece. Dribbled foul over to Dotel, who's on deck. Big rip from Tejeda there. Revs now with 2 triples, 2 homers. The Ducks have hit 4 home runs in this one. They've hit 2 triples. I don't know if there's ever been a Revs game with a combined 4 triples before. Pitch, breaking ball, big swing and a miss. And Scheppers sensing that Tejeda was in mash mode there. Didn't give him anything straight. Tejeda 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Pitch, it's outside, 2-2. Ducks 14 hits, Revs with 12. 2-2. Breaking ball hovers high. If you are wondering, the biggest comeback in Revs history to win a game was down 7, which has happened 3 times. 3-2. Breaking ball line deep but foul. Hit it right past the Grand Slam brew house above the seats in left, or above the bullpen in left, at the top of the seats. Straighten that baby out. Revs 3 times have come back from down 7. Tonight they were down 8. They are within 2. Another 3-2. And a line smash, but foul again. Oh man, he is killing it. But he's just a tick early. That thing, a missile into the corner in left field. And Fields out by the manual scoreboard retrieving it. Boy, everybody's got to be on high alert when Tejeda's in the batter's box. Here's another 3-2. And a breaking ball, foul tip to the backstop. As Scheppers finally went off speed on 3-2. And Tejeda fouls off his 4th on this 2-strike count. That ball was up. He just missed that one, but stays alive. Now another 3-2. And a swing and a towering fly ball to left center, but he got under it. Daniel Fields is over from left waiting, and he'll make the play for out number 1. The first time that the Revs ever came back from down 7, it was at Long Island. July 15th, 2010, they were down 7-0, and they won 14-13. Then in May of 2016, came back from down 7-0 at home against Southern Maryland, 1-9-7. Here's Dotel, and he tries to bunt his way on toward third, but foul. The last time that they did it, August 8th, 2016 against New Britain, down 8-1. They won the game 10-8.
1, 2, 3 for 5, 10 for 10, 40 for 20, 10 for 10.
Did it in front of more than 6,700 on National Night Out that night. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a miss. Slider. Have some fireworks going off in East York. You might be watching this one on YouTube and trying to get our attention. Julio Perez is up in the Revs bullpen now. There's the 0-2. And a late swing. And Total knuckles it over toward Henry Castillo, who's on deck. He is 1 for 3 tonight. Tripled last inning and scored. And he just missed his first home run of the year. Might have hit the piping between the batter's eye and the LED in right center. Another 0-2. It's down and in. Shepard's last night made his Long Island debut, 2/3 of an inning scoreless. Talvin Nash greeting him tonight with the blast. By the way, for Talvin, as we said, he's hit 10. He's now hit 8 in his last 20 games. And now Shepard started to step back, but stops. Wasn't quite in sync. The wind, he kicks, he fires. And a swing and a high fly in center. Dendecker coming over to right center, calls off Neuenhuis and puts it away. So 2 down following the home run. And Henry Castillo to the plate. Uh-oh. Diamond Doug's got him doing the wave. Castillo tonight, 2 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. On base all 3 times.
We got to get Doug in this. The fans got to get in this. This is quite the game right now.
A swing and a miss here. First pitch slider.
It was looking pretty bleak after 4, but, 10-8. Henry Castillo at the plate. Didn't mean to rhyme that one either.
Pitch. Yeah, it's outside. Tried to backdoor his hook and missed.
He wants to hit that car. Give the fans some hot dogs.
I want him to hit that car.
I do also want him to hit that car.
That thing is beaten up.
Oh, it took his lumps today.
Pitch is popped in the air, foul and out of play. Left field side. 1-2. Still 2 innings to go in this one. The Revs have closed to within 2. It's 10-8 here in the 7th inning. All the pressure on the Ducks now tonight. They're the ones that had the big lead. Another 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Slider in the dirt. And it's picked up by Cabrera. He'll make the throw down to first to end the inning. But Talvin Nash blasts one. Solo shot leading off the inning. And it's a 10-8 game. Going to the 8th tonight here at Peoples Bank Park.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
The malls and the internet are filled with places that sell running gear. But where do you go for performance track and field gear, technical help, and reasonable pricing?
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes' reputation is widely known. They've been outfitting beginners to nationally ranked runners for more than 30 years, and their selection of brands and models is unmatched anywhere in Central PA. Training shoes, track spikes, specialty shoes for all field events. If Flying Feet doesn't carry it, then you probably don't need it. All this at prices that will pleasantly surprise you. Flying Feet's entire staff is knowledgeable of what you need. Beginners and pros come away from Flying Feet with the right advice and the right shoe for their needs. And that applies to the needed accessories. Replacement spike elements of all sizes, shot and discus implements, running apparel and sports tights, and Under Armour performance apparel for specialty track and field equipment and the know-how without the specialty store prices.
Flying Feet.
Just off exit 18 of I-83 on Mount Rose Avenue next to Battery Warehouse in York.
New FM signal, new website. Get features, live broadcasts, and on-demand game broadcasts and shows online at 989WOYK.com.
Head to the 8th inning, little different complexion to this one than there was an hour and a half ago. It's 10-8. Julio Perez takes over. Lombardozzi up first. First pitch from Perez is very high, 96 miles an hour. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. It is 2, 3, and 4 for the Ducks, beginning with Lombardozzi, who got him out to a big lead early. 1-0. It is just outside. He hit a 3-run homer in the second. Made it 5-1 at the time. He's 2 for 4 on the night. Perez ready and set. 2-0. Just missed. Up and away. Perez 1-2 with a 5.40 ERA in 16 outings. Now sets, 3-0 pitch, right down the middle. On our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard, the New Britain Bees' 10-game winning streak is down to its final 3 outs. They trail at High Point 7-0 in the 8th. 3-1, fastball just missed inside. So for just the 4th time in 17 outings, the leadoff man reaches against Perez. By the way, our attendance tonight, 4,047. And they have seen no shortage of thrills and chills here tonight. Here's LJ Mazzilli. 1 for 2, single, 2 walks and a run. First pitch, swing and a miss. Breaking ball from Perez, and Mazzilli was early.
Fans like that one.
Ducks now with Vin Mazzaro up in their bullpen. They're starting to get serious now that this lead's been trimmed. Pitch, fastball, a little low. Man, stay with it. That didn't miss by much. Perez is filthy, and I can see where umpire might flinch or not stay on it. But 1-1. Man, it's right there. Similar spot. Called strike 2. Lancaster is blasting Southern Maryland tonight. 12-2 in the 4th inning. Good for them. Bottom of the 5th, Somerset and Sugar Land tied at 4. Pitch misses outside. 97 dialed up on that one. But now 2-2. Here it is 10-8 Long Island in the 8th.
You know what I was thinking, Daryl?
No, Brett.
I think the wallet flip kind of changed things here.
Did you tell people what you did?
I did not.
No? Okay.
That's a good story, though.
2-2. Runner goes, swinging a foul out of play, first base side. Do you want to tell it, or?
Nope. I want to hear from your perspective.
Well, I was standing there in the 4th talking with Coach Hunter from York College, and Brett comes out in between innings and throws a wallet at me, or flips a wallet at me, which I did catch. And he said, "Here, whatever it costs, go smash the car." And I don't know if you were worried about my well-being. Here's a liner the other way, base hit right center. And Lombardozzi up to second. He will stop there, first and second. Did you think I needed to get some frustration out given this game and, well, really everything?
Yeah, I just thought it would be beneficial. I just wanted to show you that I am a good friend.
It was very generous of you.
I know. And I just wanted you to go over there and take some hits. You know, I had the innings. I called them. So I figured you go out there, take a couple hacks, change the complexion a little bit, and boom, 5-run 6th.
I think, you know what? I think symbolically, figuratively, I took those hacks. Here's Neuenhuis. He fouls the first one off the net because as soon as you did that, the switch has been flipped.
At least for the pitching, too. And being in the presence of winning, it also helps with Coach Hunter.
Yeah.
I don't really have these kind of conversations with you on air for them. They just win a lot.
No cars need to be wrecked.
No.
Perez stares the lead runner back. Yeah, it was like a metaphor back in that 4th inning.
Well, I'm glad I can inspire you. A man of the people, Brett Petrak.
Perez, the 0-1. And a sharp grounder right up the middle at short. Castillo picks it, flips it, turn, double play! 6-4-3, a beauty! And Castillo going to his left was able to reach it. He made the flip, and Alexi running across the bag the opposite direction. Like ballet, they turn a 6-4-3, and a runner at third with 2 outs.
Well, that was pretty. Moving to his left, fields it, flicks it underhand, and Alexi, I don't know how he shovels those throws so just gracefully over there from the sidearm position, but he does. Better than anyone I've seen. Nash with the big athletic stretch over there first as well. As nice of a play as you could draw up there.
Now Lou Ford, first pitch is outside. Runner at third, 2 outs. Perez trying to take that twin killing from Neuenhuis and run with it. Trying to keep this a 2-run game. The flip was a little low, and Alexi handled it with grace. Here's the 1-0. Fastball, a little low. Boy, they're still
taking that car to town. They're sure they're going to want it back. They're going to scrap the thing, obviously, but it is not going to look as it did when it came here about, 1 o'clock.
Now the 2-0. Fastball just inside, I guess.
Oh, man. This is a 2-game stretch of brutality, in a word.
Frustration simmering. It's a 3-0 count. Back to the plate. Taking, and it's a high strike call. Wonder if he was making up for it. 3-1. By the way, our WOYK FM van has been out front all night. I think that's like on par with the street rides this weekend.
It's nice.
Sweet ride. Perez with the pitch. Swinging a tapper against the plate. He's got to hurry. Perez, he slips and he tosses home and can't get him. And the Ducks score on a duck fart. It's 11-8 here in the top of the 8th. It'll be a swinging bunt, infield hit for Lou Ford. He hit it 15 feet. And Perez cleats went out from under him. I'd have to see a replay to see if they'd had a chance at first base. He had to come so far in, though. And maybe if he doesn't slip, maybe he does look to first base, but he went down and at that point tried to shovel it home.
Yeah, I think the slip was going to happen regardless, so to be able to throw it to first would have been kind of out of the question, but he did break off the mound pretty quickly.
So now 11-8. Here's David Washington who takes a strike.
There's a brutal one there.
What a shame to score like that.
I know.
Now, the only thing that hurts Perez is it was a leadoff walk that comes around, but for it to come on that. Here's the 0-1. Fastball misses high. Getting that huge double play. Now he'll take a moment, try to set that frustration aside. He goes to the rosin bag. Huge night for Washington, 3 for 4 rather, with 2 home runs, 3 ribbies. Pitch, fastball over for a strike. He was timing it with his hands, but let it go. And now slaps himself in the leg, maybe for not pulling the trigger. As he walks out, it's 1-2. Perez slamming the rosin bag down again. Not thrilled at the moment. And he's set. There's a step off. And he'll get himself reset. Washington, the big left-hand hitter, upright stance, open, waiting on Perez, taking a long time to get his sign, now has it. Long hold, the pitch. Oh, almost hit him in the knees. And they appealed a second to see if the bat came too far. It did not. 2-2 now. The hands were loading up. They flinched. And meanwhile, he was worried about protecting his shins. 2-2. Perez trying to keep it to just the 1 run this inning. Revs have been roaring back tonight. The 2-2. Swing and a line drive to right field. Dotel racing back, and it's just over his outstretched glove. Ford at third being given the go sign. Dotel to Casilla. Relay home on a hop. It's too late. Ford slides in. And Washington makes it all the way to third. It's 12-8. That ball came down and it stayed against the base of the wall in right field. It did not carry him back to Dotel. And that allowed the extra time for Ford to come around. It's a double, third on the throw for Washington, who's 4 for 5 with 4 driven in tonight, and it's now 12-8.
Yeah, he's been a menace. Simply put, he's been so good in this series. And again, just driving another one to deep right. Brutal way here after the Revs have clawed and scratched back at this big deficit. Still time with 6 outs to play with, but I'd like to see him kind of get out of here. Got to hold that runner over there at third.
Perez got Ford to hit a ball 15 feet, and it turns into 2 two-out runs. Here's Ramon Cabrera, who takes up high. And Dotel, he was close. Made a great effort going back toward the wall, just out of his reach. 17th hit for Long Island tonight. Perez, the 1-0. And a swing and a fly ball straight away center. Sportman back a step waiting. He is there. And that'll end the inning. It ends a 5-appearance scoreless streak for Perez. The Ducks scored twice in the inning. 3 hits, 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Now 12-8, Long Island.
One of downtown York's gems, Revival Social Club is the place to be in York. Experience our imaginatively, globally inspired menu with everything made from scratch using fresh local products. Try our innovative, creative cocktails at happy hour, Monday through Friday from 4:30 to 6:30. Pop-up events and brunches, dinner with the family, and the perfect party venue with a private room for up to 40 people upstairs. That's Revival Social Club, 19 North George Street in York. Check us out online at revivalsocialclubyork.com.
Image 360 York is your choice for graphics that enhance, signage that works, and displays that inform. Everything from color change car wraps to vehicle wraps for your entire fleet, custom window graphic, decals and lettering, interior signage graphics and displays. Don't replace when you can reface. Call Rob and his team at 717-757-4909. That's 757-4909. Or order online at image360.com/YorkPA. It's fast, affordable, and convenient. Image 360, 2260 Industrial Highway in York.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. York.
To 8, Long Island gets a couple back, and that ends, like we said, a 5-appearance scoreless streak for Perez, who's been very good. Now the Revs will try to answer again. Right-hander Vin Mazzaro, the new pitcher, second straight night for him. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. He is 1-2 with a .485 ERA in 14 outings. Has given up 18 hits in 13 innings. An inning and 2/3 scoreless last night. In fact, he faced 4 hitters, got 5 outs. Double play. Nate Coronado will lead things off. He's 1 for 3. First pitch, fastball. He watches it over for a strike. Revs tonight trying to avoid a 7th straight loss, which would tie a franchise record. It has happened 6 times. Last time it happened was June of 2017, which ended up being a great year. Here's a swing and a foul out of play, first base side. In fact, the Revs have some pretty good company with their current misery. 11-23 coming in tonight. They had a worse start in 09, an identical start in 08, which was a great year. Pitch is down and away, slider. They had very similar starts in 07, which became a fantastic first season eventually. 2015, which became a great second half. And they were within a game of this in 2017. Here's a swing and a nubbing ground ball to second. Mazzilli creeps up, he gloves it, throws over to first for the out. Not only that, looking at the monthly records, and the Revs finished May 10-20, but that was their fewest wins in a month since going 10-19 in May of 2017, which turned out to be a wonderful year. Here's Justin Trapp, who takes a strike, and it was not close to being the worst. Well, it was close, but it was clearly not the worst month in team history.
I think back to 2017, and I'm like marveled by how little I was involved.
Just a swing and a miss on a slider. Like, do you not remember any of that?
Honestly, no, I remember the whole thing.
Oh.
But like how just little I was involved with, like the station, the team.
Oh.
Calling games.
You were graduating college when the season started.
That's true. I've come a long way, I like to think.
There's a swing and a dribbler foul, third base side. Like a little duckling, you've finally spread your wings.
Yeah. I don't want to use the term duck, obviously, playing the ducks. Maybe like an eagle or a cool animal, like a hawk or a lion or a wolf or a tiger. Trying to think of other cool animals.
Or a toucan.
No.
No? It's the 0-2. Misses down low, a slider.
We'll go with an eagle.
A hippo?
Could be. Could be.
Well, you were the guy that had the white gloves on for the trophy presentation that year, so I would say...
That's true. I got to put on a suit and get out there and got to see players who didn't know my name.
You reached pinnacle status. Here's a swing and a bouncer toward the middle. It's short. Lombardozzi charging in front of the bag. He fires on the run. They call trap out at first base. He busted it down the line. He signaled safe, trying to help Bill Worthington, who looked at it, looked like he was going to spread both hands into a safe call, and then decided to go out instead.
Wow. It was a great hustle from Trapp. Getting down there was going to be a tough play regardless. Trapp running well, and another story of things just not going right here in downtown York.
Here's JP Sportman. He takes a little bit low.
Come on, Bill. Tie goes to the runner, Bill.
Now, again, I thought we were beating up a bat rack, but it was that car.
Yeah. I mean, it was a really close play.
1-0. Oh, chin music. Sportman bails away. Now JP tonight, 2 for 4 with a double and a 3-run triple. They can't take that one away from him.
Nope. That was a fun one. Poked that one right down the line, rolled all the way to the wall. Cleared the bases.
Pitch right down the middle, 2-1. By the way, the worst month in team history, June of 2015, 8-22. And the Revs went on to have a tremendous second half that year. Pitch is driven in the air, center field. Going back is Dendecker. He will have room, though, in the deepest part of the park, and he makes the play. Probably about 385, 390 to dead center, but the catch is made. Dendecker chucks it into the playground for some kids. Still, though, Sportman has driven the ball all night, including that one. That's good to see. Revs are down in order. And we'll go to the 9th. Josh Judy returning from the hamstring injury. He's in the game next. 12-8, Long Island.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
You get in your car and you start your car. You put the car in gear and you go nowhere.
What the?
Because your transmission has failed, or you try and put it in gear and it makes an awful grinding noise, or you put it in gear and take off, but when it's time for the transmission to shift, the RPMs just go higher, but you aren't gaining any speed.
Dang it!
Now you've heard of the good-looking genius and the crew at Broadway Transmission, right here on the radio. But now all you have to do is go to www.broadwaytrans.com to arrange a tow right from the website, and in a flash, your vehicle is on its way to the recovery, and with the best tracked warranty in the industry. Easy financing, free towing with repairs, AAA authorized, and the most recommended family-owned transmission shop around since 1951.
Broadway Transmission will get your shift together and stand behind it too. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Cannonball Charlie's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Start the 9th. Josh Judy returning to the mound tonight. First pitch is watched low by Daniel Fields. It's 12-8 Long Island. And Judy in for the first time in 9 days. He had a little hamstring tweak against Southern Maryland, trying to close a game last Thursday. The 1-0, it is high. Now, they have been a little bit short at the back end of the bullpen while he was healing. He'd been basically day-to-day. And back in tonight. Here's the 2-0. And a slider, that's over for a strike. Daniel Fields tonight, 3 for 4, double shy of the cycle, 2-run homer in the third. And Judy with the pitch, swinging a foul tip, bounce behind the plate. Judy 2-1, 3.18 ERA in 12 outings, 3 saves. Last pitch, May 23rd was the date. Didn't finish that outing, but got a hold, his first, and then Pat Young came in and finished it. There's the 2-2. It's up and away as Fields starts the hands and stops. Thought of Judy the other day when I saw Jed Jerko hit a home run. That was his high school teammate. There's the payoff pitch, and it's down and away. Missed with the slider. Now, it's been just over a week. Hopefully it really isn't long enough to where they have to really build him up or anything again. Hopefully shake some rust off tonight and get right back to it. Here's Rando Moreno, who's 1 for 4, a double and a run. Judy fires, swinging a liner at short over the leap of Castillo, and it's into left center. The Moreno goes the opposite way. 18th hit for the Ducks tonight. And the 8 and 9 hitters reach to give them 2 on with no outs. Another month that I was going to mention that was awful was August of 2010. The Revs were 9-20. They just finished this May going 10-20, and a month later, the Revs were winning the championship. Here's Matt Dendecker, who fouls the first one back. He is 1 for 5 with a triple tonight. Now the 0-1 swing, he jammed him, a pop-up. Tejeda coming back toward the screen and out of room. Lands a couple of rows in. No balls, 2 strikes now on Dendecker. 6 years in the big leagues. And he had played for Wally Backman in the Mets system, coming up AA, AAA. 5th round pick in 2010 out of the University of Florida. Got to the majors with the Mets, Nationals, and Tigers. It's the 0-2. That's in the dirt, blocked by Tejeda. 12 runs, 18 hits, 1 error for Long Island, 8 runs, 12 hits, 1 error for York. Tomorrow, by the way, at 1 o'clock, Duke Von Schaman against Jake Fisher. Be on at 12:40 for Duke's second start with York. Cancer Survivor Day presented by Visiting Angels. Pitch fouled back against the net. We'll also have Transformers character appearances. It's a Sunday Family Fun Day presented by Wise Markets. And Bark in the Park, presented by East York Veterinary Center. Tickets at YorkRevolution.com. 717-801-HITS and at the Revs ticket office. I didn't even need the readout anymore, Brett. I have it memorized.
Nice. Good for you. I'm proud.
I bet.
Just so you hear that today.
Thank you.
No matter what.
Pitch is up and away, 2-2.
A big Darrell Henry supporter.
It's been a rough day, Brett. I think our 7U softball team lost today. We don't really keep score, but it's kind of how the day started.
Well, Peyton's just getting started.
2-2. Swing and a miss. Slider down low, and Judy has the strikeout of Dendecker, one away.
Father's got some good genes. I don't know if it translates into hitting. I'm the better hitter of us two, but you definitely win the pitching battle.
Ducks have Josh Lukey up in the bullpen. Closed the game last night. I pitched to them in the final inning today. It's coach pitch. Maybe I was the problem. There's Lombardozzi, first pitch, slider that's in for a strike. Lombardozzi 2 for 4, 3-run homer. And he's also reached on a walk. He has scored 3 times tonight. 2 on with 1 out. Judy the stretch. Couple checks back, now fires. Fastball just inside, and Doug McFarling flinched. Judy smirking, looking in. That's how you know the judge is upset with not getting one. He smiles. Well, that's usually the first wave of the frustration. We've seen him a little hotter than that. He fires, and it misses just inside, and now he points and says, "Come on," and has a few other words for McFarling.
I can't believe T's not saying anything either. You can tell he's frustrated. His nonverbals.
Yeah, he might have had a verbal.
Maybe.
And the mask resting up on top of his head. 2-1 now. And Judy, couple looks back, delivers, swinging, it's fouled against the netting. Two balls, 2 strikes. Two on, 1 out here in the 9th. Now Judy with the pitch, and a ground ball rolling just foul past the bag at first base. Now Lombardozzi putting up a lengthy battle. What in the world? There are storms in the radar.
Out of nowhere. From the top rope, storms coming in.
You gotta be kidding me. This is supposed to be a beautiful night. 2-2 again, and a liner the other way, left center, it's a hit. Trapp has it, they will stop. Fields at third. Trapp throws it all the way home. Tejeda scrambles to his left to knock it down. Bases loaded with 1 out, and the Ducks with hit number 19. So that'll load him for L.J. Mazzilli. 2 for 3, 2 singles, 2 walks and a run. The 19 hits, the most allowed by the Revs this season. The previous high was 16 against somebody called the Long Island Ducks back on opening weekend. Pitch to Mazzilli. Ground ball sharply at second. Alexi's got it. Rifles to Castillo. They turn 2. Henry fires to first. 4-6-3 double play. And there will be no scoring in the top of the 9th. Judge has a friendly chat with McFarling on his way off. It is also a season high in hits for the Ducks, but they don't score this time. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning, 12-8, Long Island.
The York County Solid Waste Authority turns up the heat every day. On your garbage, that is. Advanced waste-to-energy technology is used to burn garbage at 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit in environmentally controlled combustion units. This reduces air emissions and produces electricity, enough to power 20,000 homes every minute of every day. Visit www.ycswa.com to learn more. In York County, garbage is power.
The 1741 Club is here. You in? People's Bank Park introduces a revolution in hospitality in York. The 1741 Club, presented by UPMC. Now open on the skybox level of People's Bank Park, the 1741 Club features stylish design and contemporary decor, all-inclusive food and beverages, and totally flexible ticket purchase options. The hottest spot in York is the place to entertain and thank customers, reward employees, celebrate family occasions, or simply treat yourself to an all-inclusive experience at the ballpark. Nightly menus include enhanced classics and a rotation of special offerings, and house selections of draft beer and wine and a full range of non-alcoholic beverages are included in the ticket price. 1741 Club tickets are available for individual purchase through 3 levels of membership or as season tickets, and they can be used for any of the York Revolution's home games based on availability. The 1741 Club, presented by UPMC. You in? Details and pricing at 1741club.com.
Listen live and on demand with the new WOYK app and online at 989WOYK.com.
Bottom of the 9th inning, it is 12-8. Long Island, Josh Lukey, the new pitcher. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. And Alexi Casilla will lead things off. Alexi just started the Revs' second double play turn tonight. And he asked for time. And I think he's going to ask them to dim the lights. Alexi 1 for 4, homered in the 3rd. Drove in another run on a ground ball in the 6th. Home run is 2nd this season. Lukey ready. And his first pitch tonight. Alexi tries to bunt his way on, but bounces it foul behind the plate. Well, supposedly, according to this app, storm's starting in 9 minutes.
Whoa.
And they look a little heavy.
Are we talking like reds and yellows?
We are.
Oh boy. Chaboy's going to have to run down and put the tarp on.
There's a slider just outside, 1-1. And did I hear that fireworks are off tonight because of that storm coming?
I believe so. I don't think we have enough time to fire off a 10-minute show. If you're saying it's going to be at 9 minutes, we just don't have the power for that, I guess. But yeah, I'm going to get down there from the booth. Maybe keep the headset on and get down there and do the tarp.
Slider for a strike.
If we have a wireless one, we can get down there.
I was just going to say, Brett, I hate to inform you, it's wired.
Oh.
It is not wireless.
Oh, man, we don't have that?
So I'm not sure how that's going to work.
I'd love to get down there.
Now Lukey, the pitch, swing and a miss. Down and in. Alexi was just trying to open up and foul it. And Cabrera will throw down to first to make it official. So 1 down here in the bottom of the 9th. That is 7 straight for the Ducks bullpen since the Nash home run. And Malky Mesa to the plate next. He's 2 for 4 with a run scored. I do see the tarp crew gathered in right field.
Oh, I'm not going to make it.
But you are here.
You see the predicament.
Which is not there. Is the first pitch. Slider, that's a little low.
So ethically, what do I do here, Daryl?
Well, it's a decision only you can make, Brett.
I don't know. It depends. I need to help my team, but I also need to bring the revolution to the people.
You and I are a team.
That's true.
There's the 1-0. Breaking ball inside as Mesa jumps back.
How fast do you think I can get down there if you time me?
Well,
I got a long stride.
I've seen you get down for the post-game interview, which unfortunately there haven't been many of lately. Lukey to the plate. Fastball, that's over for a strike.
If I get a good jump, I can probably make it down there. I wonder if they're going at the final pitch. Because I can get down there, get the cardio.
Are you a one every other step guy, or are you a...
I slide down the rail.
Oh.
Like Dukes of Hazzard.
2-1. Breaking ball ripped left side. Base hit for Malky. Right between third and short. Hit number 13 for the Revs tonight. Malky with his third. He was 0 for 5 last night, but now 3 for 5 tonight. Al Rose, our PA man, announcing that there is lightning in the area and encouraging folks to move under cover. And I believe the rain is arriving now. Here's Talbot Nash, who's 2 for 3, homer, 2 driven in. Lukey the pitch, fastball low. Revs need to load the bases to have a chance. Down 4. Now time asked for. Lukey wants a new ball. Actually, I don't think any rain has started yet. This is just folks adhering to that warning.
With lightning in the forecast, you got to get to where it's safer.
Lukey with the 1-0. Swinging, it's fouled off right side. How about the weather recently? Like Wednesday, we had the day game at New Britain. The default channel in my hotel room was the Weather Channel, so it's the first thing that came on. And the first word I hear them say is tornadoes, Harrisburg, PA.
Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, I did get some tornado warnings on my iPhone, but I didn't pay attention to it.
Oh.
But
I know you're busy, Brett.
Oh, yeah, right? I was like, that's not going to happen.
Here's a bouncing ball to third. Moreno, short hop pick. Throw to second, turn to first. Double play, game over. 5-4-3, the third double play turn by the Ducks tonight, and it's a 12-8 final. Approaching severe storms evidently will wipe out the fireworks, and I know folks can turn their tickets in for one later, but a 12-8 final as the Ducks have taken the first 2 this weekend. It's a 7-game losing streak for the Revs, which matches the longest in team history. The last time it happened, June of 2017, which was a pretty awesome year when it was all said and done, but it's a streak they will try to end tomorrow. Brett, the good news is we saw the offense perform tonight, and honestly, after the rough first 4 innings, saw some pretty good performances from the pitching, but this team has to find a way to put it all together on a consistent basis.
Yeah, that's pretty much as good as you can put it there. I mean, the offense was there with the 8 runs, 13 hits, but just have to string everything together. They had to come back, but just a little, too late kind of thing, and we'll do it again tomorrow.
Now, the final score tonight, Long Island 12, York 8. Stay tuned, post-game show coming up next.
Hey, Revs fans, as if being a season ticket holder wasn't already awesome enough, did you know that another perk of being a season ticket holder is you get a VIP restaurant card good for deals and discounts at 6 participating restaurants? The VIP restaurant card is good at these restaurants: Venice Pizza and Restaurant, 15% off order for dine-in or takeout. Revival Social Club, 1 free dessert per person per ticket per visit. Fuddruckers, 15% off total purchase. Viet Thai, 10% off your order. Friendly's, 20% off your order. And Iron Horse York, 10% off your entire meal on home game days and $5 off entrees on non-home game days. Lock in your 2019 Revs season ticket plan today. Call 717-801-HITS or visit YorkRevolution.com. Great baseball, great fun, and a VIP restaurant card? Now that's Revs time.
You've been waiting all year for it. Not your summer vacation or winning the lottery, but you'll hit the jackpot just the same on National Donut Day, Friday, June 7th at Maple Donuts, because every customer will receive a free donut. The hardest decision, which one of the 58 tasty varieties of donuts you want. Cream, custard, jelly, or peanut butter filled, or maybe one of Maple Donuts' famous glazed. It's your choice, free on National Donut Day, Friday, June 7th at Maple Donuts.
Maple Donuts taste right.
The York Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Now, Brett has gone downstairs to be a hero of Revs time tonight. He is helping to put the tarp on the field. The man just does it all. And the Revs fall here 12-8 as we welcome you to the post-game show. Daryl Henry with you. Brett Petrak might be winded when he comes back up here. He's getting his tarp cardio on right now. And by the way, when we're done at the end of our post-game, we will join Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Final in progress. It is Boston at St. Louis tonight, and that series tied at 1 game apiece. Boy, the final out was made, and the grounds crew had the mound and the home plate tarp on the field right away, and the rest of the staff is really hustling to get the big tarp rolled out, which is already done, and now they're going to pull it across the field, and it looks like they will get this done in time, and they wasted absolutely no time with, I guess, storms being right on top of us pretty much. And Al Rose, our PA man, when I hear that voice telling me to take cover, I'm probably going to do it. And unfortunately, it wrecks the firework plans for tonight, but folks will get to redeem those. And meanwhile, want to make sure everybody gets to their vehicles safely before this storm hits. And the tarp is on the field. So fantastic job from Revs staff once again. We'll start to recap this game as the Revs tonight fall to 11-24. And again, it is not the worst in franchise history. And they've had similar starts like this in years where they have done some pretty special things, so certainly no reason to write this off as being the way that they'll play all season. They're going to keep on working to get this thing right, but Long Island improving to 23-11, and it sure is tough to stomach now. The Ducks are now 5-0 at Peoples Bank Park this season. Revs did take 2 out of 3 on the road in Central Islip in early May, but tonight was a rare night so far where the starting pitching hasn't performed up to snuff. It's been very good. It's given the team a chance to win most nights, but tonight Long Island scoring early and often, and it was a run in the first inning on an error and a single from Kirk Neuenhuis, an RBI single off the nemesis in left field. He was thrown out trying to stretch it into a double, but did drive in the run, made it 1-0 early. The Revs did answer in the bottom of the first inning, a Telvin Nash RBI single, but maybe could have had more. J.P. Sportman had led off with a double, tried to stretch it into a triple and was thrown out, and ultimately they did get a run in the inning, but only the one. And then in the second, Long Island, their first big inning, scoring 4 times. David Washington, a home run, just right at the batter's eye. And then with 2 outs in the inning, Steve Lombardozzi, a 3-run homer to right center. That was a bit of a backbreaker and made it 5-1. Then 3 more runs in the third. Washington went yard again to a similar spot in deep right center, taking the league lead with his 10th. Daniel Fields, a 2-run homer to right center. That made it 8-1. By the way, the wind picking up here at Peoples Bank Park, getting a little breezy, cool breeze blowing through the booth. And, well, before we continue the recap, Brett, are you out of breath or are you okay?
No, I'm good.
All right, so what's your intel from being down there in the field? And I see a flash of lightning. What do we have here?
Well, we got some storms coming in rather quickly, as you can see from the lightning over the White Castle sign on the ad board. But
you are a little out of breath.
Slightly, but I don't give up, Never admit when I'm wrong.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a jog to get here, but I got down, pulled the tarp, came back up here, made it for the post-game show, so that's pretty cool. But, yeah, everything will be all right. We got the tarp on, so tomorrow we'll be ready to rock and roll for Game 3 of the series.
Logan Walsh, another hero of Revs time. He went down and saved our microphone from down near the field, so you guys are both on top of it. But continue our recap tonight. It was 8-1 at that point. Revs got one back in the bottom of the third inning on an Alexi Casilla solo home run down the line in left field. That made it 8-2.